Shalom. First off, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakadash, Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahushai. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. That's right. And Yahushai is the true name of the Heavenly Father's the Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That's right. We want to give double honors to the apostles and to the elders, the great millstone, and peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect. Right. Brothers that are out in the highways pushing His word and His truth and sincerity. All right, we're out here another week. Today, we want to go into being not like our forefathers in the wilderness. All right, that doubted the Most High, that murmured against the Most High, that tempted the Most High, not knowing that all that when the Lord was bringing them through the wilderness was a way of proving it. All right, because the Lord was sending them to the promised land. All right, and the Lord doesn't just give you the promise if you try first. All right, this is what we're going through right now. All right, because we're about to receive the kingdom. But like it's written in Acts 14 and 22, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right. All right, and I know I said to start off with Deuteronomy, but can you get Romans 15 and 4? Gotcha. It says everything written 4 times. All right, because you got scriptures, therefore are learning. All right, and we can't be like our forefathers, man, doubting, murmuring against the Most High. Yep. We got to have our complete faith and our complete trust in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, man, because in the scriptures it says that the Lord is not a man that He should lie. That's it. He said that He's going to deliver us in the time of trouble, so we just got to trust in His word and believe in Him.
That's right, bro. This is Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime was written for our learning.
Right, it was written for our learning. All right, go ahead.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Right, because this is what comforts us. That's right. Knowing that in desired times, you have stories like Daniel in the lion's den. All right, how he got delivered from lions, from the mouth of lions.
3 holy children.
That's right, 3 holy children when they were put in the fire. Yahushai came and delivered them from that fire. All these things were written for our learning to build up our faith, man. All right, go ahead.
That was it.
That was it. No,
that was good. Okay. It says, now the power of patience.
Oh, no, read that last one.
Okay. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Right. Now, where there's hope, there's faith. Where there's faith, miracles can happen.
That's it.
In these last days, expect miracles to happen, man. Because in the wilderness, when the Lord delivered all of our people out of Egypt, the Lord was showing nothing but miracles. All right, the Lord was showing nothing but miracles. And what ended up happening, our people still doubted. Our people still didn't want to believe. They still wanted to go back into Egypt, man. After seeing the Lord drown all the Egyptians, man. After crossing the Gulf of Suez, which is part of the Red Sea, they still doubted, man.
After having that chariot, guiding.
Right, which was the pillar of fire by night and a cloud by day. All right, they still doubted. All right, we can't doubt because in these last days, the Lord is going to show us miracles. All right, we're going to be put in certain situations where we're going to think we're going to die, but the Lord's going to deliver us at the last moment, man. We just got to have faith and not give up on our Lord, man.
It,
not stop believing. Always believe, even in the matter of death.
Yeah,
all right.
I was trying to say,
Jeremiah 6:16. Thus said the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein. And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Yeah, our ancient forefathers, they said they were going to walk therein, and they didn't have that faith. So you got to ask for those old paths, which the scriptures, which is His word, and then your soul will be at rest.
Right? Because the Lord, He gave us the way how to remain in that land. All we have to do is keep the laws, which our forefathers never did, man. All right, and that's why the Lord ultimately scattered us and picked us both started with the northern kingdom. All right, He used Shalmaneser V, the Syrian Empire, to take away the northern kingdom, and He put the Cushites, the Ethiopians on our land. All right, then the Lord used the Babylonians to take out the southern kingdom, but then they came back into their land, and then what you had 70 AD, the Roman persecution, where the southern kingdom had to flee to Africa, all right, to different parts of Africa and around the world, all right, to flee from the Roman persecution. So ultimately the Lord scattered us because we did not keep the laws, man, all right?
I got a scripture out, going back to having faith. This is Mark 5:36. As soon as Yahushua heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe. You know, so we're not to be afraid this time, man. The Lord's with us, look what we're doing. You know? The only one we have to fear is Yahweh Shema Shah, man.
Right. You can't fear the judgments because at the end of the day, the plagues that the Lord's bringing is not for us.
That's right, man.
Alright, if you get us Rock 49, alright, these are just like in the ancient days, back in ancient times when our people were in Egypt, the Lord brought plagues upon the Egyptians, right? And our people, we witnessed those plagues. Alright, we witnessed all the plagues that the Egyptians were suffering. Those plagues didn't come upon them, they just came upon the Egyptians. Alright, that's why the last plague was the death of the firstborn, which the Lord told, you know, Moses to tell his people to write the blood of the lamb on your doorpost. So the death angel, which was Yahushua, when he saw that blood, passed over. Alright? So that's why we had Passover. Alright, because we had to eat it in haste. There was no time to party and bullshit like you have other camps that want to do in the Passover. Alright? It was a very serious time, and people were dying while we were eating. Alright?
And that's that was the last plague.
Right.
You know, the slaying of the firstborn of all creatures of the Egyptians. But it was 9 prior plagues that we got to witness, man.
And the Lord's bringing these plagues upon the world. Alright, He's just saving this place for last. Alright, and just like how the plagues came upon the Egyptians and not our people, the plagues in this time are going to come upon the wicked of our people, not of the elect. Because we're going to be in the midst of all this, man. We're not going to be above in heaven witnessing. No, we're going to be in the midst of Jacob's trouble. We're going to be in the midst of famine. We're going to be in the midst of the sword, the war that's going on, man. But the thing is, the Lord's going to deliver us, man. All right, can you get that? It's Rock 40. Got it?
The scripture say, only with thine eyes shall thou witness, you know?
See the reward of the wicked, man. All right, because these people, they chose to enjoy sin for a season. All right, we choose to put off this life, man. All right, to give up everything that we have for the Lord. Right?
It's the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 40, verse 9. It says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation.
And all these things are going to come upon the wicked of our people. These are the plagues that the Lord is going to bring. These different type of plagues that the Lord is going to bring upon the wicked of our people that refuse to repent. All right? They refuse to get right with the Lord. Go ahead.
It says sword, calamity, famine, tribulation, and scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
And this is why all these things are coming, for their sakes. This is what the wicked. This is the reward of the wicked. This is what they're going to receive for choosing to be of this world, man.
Right.
For not repenting. This is what they're going to. This is what they're going to receive. They're going to receive death, bloodshed, strife, famine, sword. You have certain jakes that their judgment is to die of famine, which that's not a easy way out. That's a slow, painful,
agonizing death.
Right. Then you got Jake that's going to, die of the sword. You can get gunned down, bleeding to death. All right, but like the scripture says, it's better to die of the sword than of famine. But either judgment is bad either way.
The scripture says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Heavenly Father, right? He can make it so you make it all the way to when you hit this place. All right, you see your family get tortured, you lose everything on this side, are only to ultimately get punished. When that last thing comes here.
Or you can die by the sword, the famine, pestilence. Right before the missiles come, the Lord puts His spirit back in your body. You come out from the ground just to be burnt to death, man. This is why it's a fearful thing, like the brother said, to fall into the hands of Yahweh Shai. The Lord can do stuff like that. It happened before.
Yeah, we know all the ones that receive that mark, you're gonna be struck by that mix, man. Yeah. I got a precept, bro. This is 2 Edges 15:4. It says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
Right.
You know?
All the unfaithful are going to die in unfaithfulness. And our people, they don't believe the words that we're bringing onto them, the message that we're bringing onto them from Yahweh Shai. They don't want to believe. All right, they're so caught up in this world, they can't see what's getting ready to happen, man. This is why at the end of the day, we can't be moved to be troubled by the thoughts or opinions about us. Because at the end of the day, they're going to fucking die.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can get you. He kind of loud, bro.
And verse 6, but Mashiach as a son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end.
Yeah, we gotta hold on, just like how hold on to our faith in Yahweh Shai, just like how Jacob hold on to that angel for the blessing.
Yeah, like that in vogue song. Hold on. I know you know Shemai. Hold on to your love. Yes. You gotta hold on, man.
We can't let go. In Romans 8 says, what's gonna separate us from the love that we have with Yahweh Shai? Yeah. Tribulation, persecution. Nothing should separate us from the love that we have with Yahweh Shai, man. We should continue to hold on even on today. We gotta have our heads cut off.
It's gonna say, none shall pluck them out of my Father's hand. Right. You know, so if the Most High is giving you that faith, it's gonna say being rooted and established in the faith. You know, when you're established, you're fixed. It ain't moving, you know? Like this tree is fixed, you know? It ain't moving.
That's in the Sluggy. I just wanted to add, that's in the book of Corinthians, man. To be steadfast and unmovable. Like the brother said. Like the brother said, your faith, you know, it's not gonna move. That's it. All right, you're gonna
what's coming, man? We're not gonna be like these people bugging out, losing their minds.
Yeah.
Why you think Yahweh Shai said this? When he comes, shall you find faith on earth? Because a lot of people that say they believe in the Messiah, they're not gonna believe in him, man, because they're not understanding that will. They're not understanding his will. That bring judgment. So these people, when they witness their families die, their wives get ravished, their children be dashed to pieces, and they calling on God to save them, but nothing, you know, the Most High's not hearing them. They're just give up their faith.
They're gonna curse the Lord.
Right.
What's that scripture you brought out, bro? A while back, it was way over there. Here we go. I got it. This is oh no, it's not. Dang. It was evil men understand not judgment.
Oh, I saw that. Proverbs 28.
Oh, here we go. 2:8-5. Proverbs 2:8-5. Evil men understand not judgment.
Right, and that's what a lot of you people are. You're evil, you're wicked, man. And you don't understand the judgment that the Lord is bringing. And like it says, I think it's Zephaniah, the Lord brings his judgment every day. And right, his judgment to light, happening every day. And you people don't understand it, man. You don't know what the fuck's going on, man. Yep. You're so lost in the sauce, you're so caught up in your own world, you're stuck in your own bubble, that you don't give a crap what's getting ready to happen, man. Because in your mindset, you think that America's gonna go on forever, not realizing that America's been going down the drain the whole time, and it's gonna be to a time where society that you once knew will be no more. All right.
Yeah, that's why the scriptures say that in Isaiah that wisdom and knowledge is included in our tongues. You know, this is what's going to keep us thinking. We're going to understand why all this is happening. While you know all this madness is happening, we understand that's judgment from the Lord.
Yep. I was gonna say, just like right now, you got tornadoes happening in China, floods happening all around the earth. Right? Protests, you know, people getting jacked up in that potion that they receive from the devil. They don't understand what's going on.
You know what they say? When all these floods, these fires is happening throughout the world, all right? Droughts, to a rate that you never expected. Global warming, climate change. No! Let's see what the Bible says. Isaiah 29:6.
It says, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. So when we see all these things, we know what time it is, man. We know who's in control of all these events.
Even if it's Esau doing his harp system, it's still the Lord allowing it.
Yeah.
And it's still the Lord allowing that to happen.
He was set up to take peace away from the earth.
It says when evil was created for the day of evil. Right? Deceive and the deceiver are his.
That's
right? It's the Lord that controls him.
It says, rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end. Verse 7, wherefore, as the Holy Ghost said today, if he will hear his voice, harden not your hearts, as in the provocation in the day of temptation in the wilderness.
Right, because that's what our forefathers did. They hardened their hearts. They went against Moses and Aaron, which was the leadership that Yahweh Shai set up at that time. They went against them and wanted to set themselves, their own leaders, to go back to Egypt, man. All right, and it's just like today. Our people are hardening their hearts today against the prophets that the Lord set up. All right, and that's simply because our people don't see us as the prophets of the Lord. You think that we need some big ass church in a big congregation with a nice suit on as the Lord to deal with us. When our Lord Yahweh Shai himself didn't have these things. He wasn't rich. All right, he became poor for our sakes, man.
Yeah, look at John the Baptist, man.
He lived in the wilderness.
Yeah, Yahweh Shai was like, what'd you expect, you know? You asked by Isaiah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I got this. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 6.
So this is why you have floods in Colorado, floods in Arizona, floods in New York, floods in Germany,
China.
floods in China. This is why you have a fire in the coldest, it was supposed to be the coldest city, or place in the world, which is Siberia. You had like a fire tornado over there, man. All right? They're having all these earthquakes. All right, this is why. Go ahead.
It says,
Not no global warming or no climate change. All right, go ahead.
verse 6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh hosts.
Right, the Lord of armies, hosts these armies. All right, if you go to Jeremiah 15:25 and you look at the word armory, part of the Lord's armory is rain, hail, and these storms, these fires, and these earthquakes. All right, that's part of his armory, and the Lord is opening it up. All right, he's the Lord of hosts, he's the man of war, and he's opening up his army right now throughout the world. Go ahead.
Shall be visited of the Lord Yahweh hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of the devouring fire.
So this is why you see all these things going on, man, because the Lord is visiting this place. All right, and we see it because our eyes are open. Like Yahweh said, blessed be our eyes for we see these things. That's right. These people, they want to blame climate change and global warming, not knowing the scriptures like this, man. Not knowing that the earth is, like it says in Isaiah 24, it is the earth faded. It's fading away. All right.
It's Sirach 39:29. It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for pigeons.
Repeat that one time.
It says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for pigeons.
All these is what the Lord uses to punish people. Like for example, if you read Joshua 10, when we were taking over our land from these Canaanites, all right? When Joshua slew the Canaanites, all right, the ones that the army of the heathens, they saw that they were losing, so they fled. So guess what the Lord did? He opened up the heavens, brought forth his armor. All right, he rained hailstones to the point where more of them died of the hailstones than them that died of that got slain by Israel, man.
Yep.
And that was an easy thing for the Lord. Yeah?
Right, because you know how Esau, he has a military, he has an air force, he has a ground force. You know, he got the Marines, Army, Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and you got the Navy and all that. Well, guess what? The Lord got for Army too. His air force are these. He gives these storms, the missiles, the chariots. His ground force are his men. All right, the House of David's back in a big way. All right, all it takes is for the Lord to activate us, man. He got Leviathan as his navy, his chariots, and his storms. Because the Lord can also use these animals as a part of his army to use them to judge people. All right, so just like how Esau got a military, the Lord got a military, and he's using it, man. All right, because at the end of the day, when Esau's kingdom, right, when it's about to be destroyed, the Lord's going to send his son, Yahweh Shai, right, which is going to bring war. It's going to bring a sword upon Esau, man, and it's going to take down his kingdom within 1 hour.
That's it.
All right,
They're going to take that.
is that it? All right, let's go with tomorrow's cake. Hey, you said you're holding the precept? No. All right, bring it out.
So in Jeremiah 11:9, the Lord said to me, conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem. They are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words.
Right, and it even went all the way back in the wilderness, man. Because what our people were doing? Worshiping a golden calf.
Right after they got delivered.
Right. Right after they got delivered and heard the laws of the Most High, they went and built the golden calf, man. All right.
No. While Moses was receiving the law, he was gone 40 days, 40 nights. Then when he came, while he was gone, they put that pressure on Aaron. Even caused Aaron to go off, man.
Right.
And building that golden calf.
That's why
it was this golden calf that delivered us.
that's why Moses said, why are these people naked? Not literally, but as naked in the city, because they were sinning. by worshiping a golden calf, man. That's why you got Levites to slaughter all those ones that were worshiping that calf, man. All right, go ahead.
And they went after other gods to serve them. And the house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant which I made with their fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape.
Right, because the Lord. Right now, our people, they're worshiping all these idols, not worshiping the Lord. Refusing to acknowledge who they are and acknowledge who the God is, man. All right, and the Lord's gonna punish our people, bring all these evils, the evils that He's gonna bring upon them. Our people are not gonna be able to escape, man.
That's right.
All right, go ahead.
And though they shall cry unto me,
Right.
I will not hearken unto them.
And a lot of our people are going to cry out to the Most High, but the Most High is not going to hearken on to them. All right, the Most High is not going to, feel bad for them like in ancient times when our people were in captivity.
Right.
All right, when they cried to the Lord had mercy upon them, man. Well, guess what? Mercy is being shown to our people right now before the shit gets bad, but our people want to grab on or enter into the doors of mercy. That's why when all hell breaks loose, no mercy will be shown, man. No mercy at all. All right. Guess who the Lord's going to use to bring His wrath, bring the sword? All right, the wicked, the Edomites. All right, and Esau, he's a merciless motherfucker, man. And the Lord has His spirit upon him. The Lord has him like that because in the days to come, Esau ain't going to show you no mercy. And at the end of the day, the Lord's not going to show you no mercy, man. No matter how many times you cry or call upon Him, and the Lord's not going to hearken. All right, Instead, He's going to laugh. Because while everything's real, everything's normal, right? Somewhat normal, you were laughing at His prophets, all right? Saying all, whatever you said in your thoughts, even your thoughts that you think about us, the angels right there recording it, taking it to the Heavenly Father, man. Don't be surprised right before you die, the thoughts that you said to the men are being played back, being said back to you, man, all right?
And don't marvel if, these people that be hearing about the judgment, man, car wrecks and all that. Why, stop this, man? Being taken out. Lord knows. I got one up there, I ain't got none.
Knows it?
It's Isaiah 10:5. O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand.
Which just goes back to Esau. All right, because the Assyrian, they were known as a cool, very cool rulership, man. All right, but they're not empowered today. So this applies, we're applying this today to Esau, the so-called white man.
And ain't no one cooler than Esau, man.
Right.
The scripture says, tender is mercy of the
wicked or short?
No. It says the righteous have
all pity upon his beast,
but the tender mercy of the wicked are cool. Esau is cool. It says,
I was just gonna say, he fucks up over his own people as well, man. Yeah. He has no mercy on anyone. Not in these animals, his people. Nobody.
Scriptures refer to the so-called white man as a violent and evil man.
Yep. And everyone knows the white man's history. Why do you think they're trying to take it away from the history books, man?
And it ain't like it's just his history, like he changed. They be doing the same shit now.
Right. Well, let's be more cunning with it.
Yeah.
I was in the Planet of the Apes movie, the Destroyer.
Beware of the beast man.
Beware of the beast.
It says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, the Lord's going to use these Edomites to show His anger upon the wicked of our people.
Yeah, the beloved white man.
Right.
The beloved white man is going to fucking turn into a straight up demon on you, man. It says, O Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. I will send him against an
The staff, the Lord's hand is His indignation. This is the sword, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, I will send him against a hypocritical nation.
Right, a hypocritical nation is an example that Black Lives Matter shit. Black Lives Matter, but here it is, you killing your own people, robbing your own people, fucking over your own people. Right. But then when Esau kill you, all right, you want to go out and protest, man. All right, you look down upon your own people, your eyes evil towards your brother. But then when Esau, the true enemy, all right, kills you, you want to go out and protest about it. It's fucking hypocritical. All right, here it is. You have your own leaders that use all that money that's been funded to them to live deliciously in hills with Edomites, man. All right, that's just the hypocritical nations are people. All right,
Or they call themselves Christians, but yet they're wicked as all hell. They're homosexuals. You know, they're all fucked up, man. You drop something out. It says, I will send him against a hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath. Will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
Yep, and that's what exactly what's getting ready to happen in these last days. Which henceforth called bringing in Jacob's trouble. And these Edomites ain't gonna, these troops ain't gonna be showing no mercy. They're gonna go into your houses, ravish your wives, separate you from your family, put you in concentration camps, take all your take whatever belongs to you away from you. Alright, and put a lot of you to death, man.
And
alright.
And the reality of it, when it happens, it's gonna be worse than what we're speaking.
Yep.
You know, we're just saying it because it's written in the scriptures. But when it actually takes place in your life, you know, it's gonna be horrible, man.
Way worse, man. This is why it's gonna be so bad. The Lord's gonna need to protect us, alright, and lift up a standard for us. That's spiritual power.
Such as said Michael, you know.
Yep.
Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Go ahead, man. You got it.
Think about World War I, World War II. All right, look how bad those times were. 70 AD,
Bro.
all right. I'm just naming.
Yeah.
There's a lot of events that happened on Earth that was terrible, but not like what's about to happen now. All right, it's gonna be so bad that Michael's gonna stand up for his people, which is not talking about everybody, the elect of Israel.
The Israel of the Most High.
Right.
Scripture says too, knowledge shall be increased. That's another way this place it's going to be an unprecedented time. Because technology is advanced. This man's weaponry is crazy, man.
Yeah, you gotta stock it up on guns, on body armor, thinking that to have a chance against this devil, man. You're tricky.
Here it is. This man has robots, like what Zuck always brings out. He has robots creating these things, man. These nanotechnology, man. Putting it within the people. That's unprecedented, man. You never heard nothing like that.
That could activate during a 5G wave.
Yeah, man.
5G,
yeah.
Through the beams.
Yeah.
Change people into who knows what.
So we're already in a time that has never been. You know?
It says, everyone that shall be found written in the book. Wait. There was a nation even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book.
Who's written in the book? The elect. Alright? The elect, which we hope to be a part of, are written in the Lamb's book of life, man.
That's right.
Alright? So if you get Deuteronomy, start off reading that. Deuteronomy 8, just read through 9. 1 through 9.
Deuteronomy 8 and verse 1. All the commandments which I command thee.
What's coming, we're gonna really need to put we gotta put our faith in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, because we're not gonna eat as we should, as we used to. We're not gonna, we're not gonna be sleeping on our beds. Like the scripture says, we have to be as pilgrims upon the earth in these days. We gotta fully trust in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Back then, in the wilderness, our people were as pilgrims. They stayed at a spot to the chariot moved, and they went to another spot. They dwelt there for a certain amount of days, and then they moved. That's how we gotta be those days. Don't think that you're gonna stay in your house. Don't think that you're gonna stay in your house the whole time in Jacob's trouble, man. You're gonna have to move from house to house. Have you ever seen like a World War Z? One of the things the guy said is movement is life. So in these days we gotta constantly be moving, man. Having our bags, buckle bags and go.
Yeah. Like the brother saying, it's not about moving in peace. It's about moving with the spirit.
Yeah, because the Lord's going to guide us in those days. It's going to be the spirit upon us that's going to tell us, you got to move, you got to go this way, you got to go that way. We don't got to, worry about how we're going to make it or how we're going to survive or where we're going to go. The Lord, He's going to guide us. He got us. And we just got to believe. Just knowing that what we're going through is just a tribulation and a test, all right, before we enter into the kingdom. All right.
Can I get the scripture for you out?
Well, can I bring out a precept that's on my mind? It says, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered them out of all of them.
That's right. The we're going to go through many afflictions, but each affliction that we go through, the Lord's going to deliver us. All right, out of each and every one. Go ahead.
There's a saying in the world, there's a saying in the world, the Lord will kill you and make you stronger. Like the one saying, like, all this is just a test. All right,
It's 2 Corinthians 5:7. For we walk not by sight. For we walk by faith, not by sight.
Oh, just like book of Eli.
Yep.
He was blinded the whole time.
Yep.
All right, he was walking by faith, not by sight. All right, because it's gonna be so bad if you put your faith on the things that you see, you're never gonna make it.
I don't understand.
If you put your faith on things that you see, all right, you're never gonna make it, man. You're gonna be losing it. That's why these people be bugging out, because their faith and their hope is in this world. And this world is crumbling right in front of their eyes.
Hi guys.
This is why they're gonna be losing it, man. Losing their goddamn mind in those days.
Yeah,
All right, but all right.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to I was gonna say their mind is just left here, man. That's all they know. So when this place goes, their mind's gonna go with it, man. Not to mention they got that poison within them.
No more ice cream. No more sitting down on dates with your woman.
Talking about
No
the
more
Bible.
Chipotle. No more going out, man, having fun. All that's
No more
gonna come
pleasure.
to an end. Right. No more pleasure.
Oh, the scripture say, I'm sorry,
The scripture says in Ezekiel, the sword is furbished. The sword is furbished. Shall we then be in mirth? All right. We shouldn't be in mirth. We shouldn't have just trying to have fun, enjoy our life, man. We should try to seek the Lord while He may be found. Get right with the Lord.
That's right.
Because things are gonna get so bad, you're not gonna be able to find the Lord, man. All right.
This is the book of Joshua 1 and 8. It says, the book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then shalt thou make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. All right, it's about, having that wisdom in that time, right? It's about, walking correctly by Yahweh, by following what's written in this book. All right, that is who's going to help you and guide you. It says,
Because right now we're in the time of grace. We can't keep all the law, but there's laws we could keep to the best of our ability.
Yep.
All right, and grace is a time, is a period for you to get right.
Yep.
All right, and this is what we do. We're trying to get right with the Lord. So when these days do come, the day of trouble do come, we remember our words. Because the Lord's not unrighteous to forget them. All right, so we will be delivered from the days that are at hand.
That's it.
this verse 9, it says, have not I commanded thee, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed.
All right, no, don't be afraid, man. Let these fucking Edomites, let the wicked be afraid, man.
Yeah.
Let these blunt smoking, niggas, these gang banging ass niggas, these fucking whores out here, let them be afraid, man.
Yeah.
It's time for us to stand on our faith, man. Show the Lord our faith. Okay, that we really believe in Him, man. That's what time we in, man. Showing our faith, man. All right, because these motherfuckers are willing to die for bullshit, man.
Yeah.
They're willing to die over colors, man. These fucking Christians, they say they're willing to die for Jesus Christ, man.
They're not.
But we know the real power, man.
The scripture doesn't say precious in the sight of the Lord is dead when He sees. It's a beautiful thing to go out for a season.
It says, be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed.
This is when they're going to war, man. All right, the Lord cleared a path for them, to take down these fucking nations, man. Just like when they had to go spy. It was Joshua and Caleb and 10 other men. They had to go and spy, and those 10 were scared, man. But the scriptures say Joshua and Caleb was of another spirit. So that's how we have to be, man. Of another spirit, man. Faith, full of faith, man.
They show confidence and courage.
Not scripture, but it's a quote that I have at my house. Let your faith be greater than your fear, man.
Yeah.
But I got
saw that.
Oh, you got more?
I'll
You saw
finish it.
Yeah.
It says, for the Lord Yahweh, thy power is with thee, whithersoever thou goest.
All right, so wherever we go, all right, and like I quoted earlier, we gotta be as pilgrims.
Yeah.
We gotta constantly be moving. So wherever we going, the Lord's gonna be with us, man. We just gotta have our faith and trust. All right, trust the process.
Yeah, man.
All we gotta do is trust the process, man. Because in order for you to make it to the kingdom, you have to go through great tribulation. You have to go through that process of being put to that fire, being on that narrow path. Like it says in Isaiah 43, the Lord's gonna help us get to the water and to the fire, man. He's gonna help us. He's gonna guide us. All we gotta do is believe. All right.
Like the brother was saying earlier, man, these people have nobody, man. Nobody helping them, guiding them at all. We have the Lord, right? How much more do you need?
That's why when Amazing Mercy have people fucking flocking to the store.
Yeah.
You know, because they have no guidance on shit. You know, they weren't expecting something like this to happen, so they just fucking at the last minute they rush to the store, grab whatever they can. You know. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 58 and 11. And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought.
Right.
Scripture say, Yahushua said, I am with you even to the end of the world.
Yeah.
And the NLT says, even at the end of this age, man. So the Lord is with us, man. You know?
That one more time, I was quiet.
And the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought.
Yep, so the Lord's gonna guide us. Right now, there's a drought going on. It's gonna get worse. There's gonna be a time where you're gonna go to your grocery stores and ain't gonna be nothing there.
Not even
All right?
that. If there is even something in there, you're gonna have to have that mark, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're on a whole different, level.
Yeah, because in Revelation it says no man's going to be able to buy or sell in those days. That means that
Without
the Lord,
that mark.
Without that mark. That means the Lord is going to have to intervene and help us.
Where miracles come from, man.
Yeah.
This-
Yeah.
And he has intervened before with the prophets that were surviving in famine. Look at Elijah.
Yep. That's the spirit.
Elijah, he was fed with ravens.
Yep.
And look what with the woman his son that the Lord guided him to, he gave her she had oil, and Elijah said that oil is never gonna run out until the rain comes back, man.
That's so
So
amazing.
in those days you can have a bottle of water that never runs out. You're able to take a shower with it, drink it, wash your wives, wash your kids.
It never runs out.
Of water.
Come on,
People
man.
like that, that's crazy, the hell? No, nothing like that is crazy. That's
Nothing is
happened.
impossible.
Right, nothing is impossible with the Lord. Our Lord is omnipotent, which means all power.
Presence.
Which means all power.
Oh, even with Elijah,
You guys know you're not the biblical Jews, right? You know that, right? You guys are imposters, man. You're a bunch of devils, man. All right, shut up, man. We're not gonna take your
we
crap.
tired of your crap, motherfucker.
Damn liars. I'm not gonna take your crap. Shut up, man.
Love you, rude in speech, but not in others.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And like I was saying, Elijah, the Lord gave him water from the brook. You know, in a time when there was going to be a drought.
You have a
The
question?
Lord will quench our
No, we
thirst.
all pray to a higher being.
You have a question?
I'm just interested, that's all.
Well, we're the Israelites.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think it's wonderful. You go to there and just say,
Country what?
we'll represent,
I know.
I can't even hear you.
represent
The country that we're representing? No, we're a people. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites. We got the sign to show our people who they truly are, not what the white man has told us. The white man has said we're black, we're Africans, we're Mexicans. That's a bunch of lies. We're the children of Israel, God's chosen people, the only ones he loves, the only ones he's coming back to save. And the Lord looked like us, not like you. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Deuteronomy 8:1.
Back in Isaiah 58 and 11, the Lord shall guide thee continually, and satisfy thy soul in drought, and make fat thy bones, and thou shalt be like a watered garden, and like a spring of water, whose waters fail not. Yeah, Lord's gonna be with you, man. You gotta have faith in what he's saying.
Real.
Yep. That's what I was saying before the fucking rats came by. You have a bottle of water, I would never run out.
Yeah, bro.
You know, things like that happen.
That's on the job hole.
Oh, yep. He was thirsty. Lord had water come from a bone of an ass. The ass that he just killed all those Philistines with. All right.
Daniel and the lion's den.
The Lord had Habakkuk, brought him food. All right. These things. That's why we started off reading Romans 15. Everything we're in the 4 times, we're for our learning that we through patience and hope, because you don't. It's not like we're gonna be full. You know, we're gonna there's be days. You're gonna probably go without food. Maybe just have a little bit of water. You're hungry. The Lord knows you're hungry. He's not gonna let you starve like these people. All right. Job 5 says we're gonna eat in those days. So the Lord can have it. The Lord can have it where what happened to Elijah happened to you. The Lord brought ravens to bring you food. You stumbled across a doomsday prepper home. You came across a bunch of food and water, man.
Hey,
All right.
I was trying to say the things that you see me do, you should do and greater. Did he not multiply fish and loaves? Did he not turn wine to water?
That can happen. Hey, all it takes is faith, and spiritual power is like the highest level of faith you can have. All right. You got
That faith will activate that power. That Job 5. So Job 5 and 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles.
right. You got the sword, you got the famine, you got the pestilence, all these death and destruction that's coming upon the world. All right. Go ahead.
Yeah, and 7, there shall no evil touch
It's
thee.
the 7th plague that the Lord's gonna bring, brothers.
7th plague?
Yeah.
That the scripture's talking about right there. I'll read it again. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, and 7, there shall no evil touch thee.
7 is the nuclear power, right?
Yep.
That's right. That's the 7th plague.
Scripture say 7 troubles.
That's right.
You know?
Which are the missiles that fire.
That's
The
right.
Lord's going to deliver us from that. He's going to bring us into his chambers, which are the chairs, so we can be hid from the weapons of his indignation. All right, go ahead.
It says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death.
Right, famine. All right, well, there's going to be days where we're going to be hungry. We're going to want some food. We're going to survive. All right, but the Lord said you're going to redeem us, man.
Right, the scripture said the Lord knows what we need before we can ask.
That's right.
You know? So he's the one putting us in this situation, you know?
Because, hey, if you're going to food, think about it. If you're going without food for 2 days, the Lord knows you can go through. Like, he knows you're not going to die just off 2 days of food. All right? He's just going to give you that period of without no food as a test to see if you really have faith, man. You know, everything's a test. All right? In these days, the Lord's going to test us even to our limit. All right?
So we're going to be tried like gold.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. It says, and in war from the power of the sword.
Right, because you're gonna have troops out here. You're gonna have people with guns fighting each other, looking for food, looking for resources, going to house to house, like it says in 2nd Ezra 16. You're gonna be going house with the sword and all that. We're gonna need to be delivered from these things.
Yep.
All right, the Lord's gonna deliver us. And He can give us that spiritual power. It could be a day where you're stuck in the corner. There's no way out. Calling the Lord sends an angel right there to smite all those men with blindness, like He did in the time of Elisha. All right, when the Syrians surrounded him, man. All right, the Lord had an angel smite all those soldiers with blindness and take them over to another city.
You
All right.
mentioned Lot? You mentioned Lot?
No, and you had Lot, which the Lord got Lot and his family, and basically teleported him. All right, and told him to flee to the mountains. Don't look back. All right, but who looked back? His wife. What happened to her? She turned into a pillar of salt.
But before that, when those men of the city of Sodom, they went to labor him. And the angels. So what did the Lord do? What did the Lord have the angels do?
Blinded them.
Blinded all them men.
Can't find the door.
So you can have military outside the door, and the Lord blind them. And you know, that's a way for you to escape, man.
Hey, before Gideon, they had encampment and they started killing each other.
Remember, y'all seen that movie, it's called Freaks? The Freaks?
Yeah.
Y'all seen that one?
Yeah, that's good. I like that one.
With the son and the
Daughter
man
and the
daughter?
mom. Yeah, that was
Right?
dope.
Remember when she was able to control? And she turned, you know? That was amazing, man.
The Lord can do that.
We thought she was dreaming, but she was actually doing it with her
She was,
mind.
yeah, with her mind, man. You guys can walk through it.
You look- sorry, thank you.
You know, my bad for going at them rats, man. You know, but I hate seeing them.
It's been a while. What's the girl's power?
Say what?
What's the girl's
It's been a while, bro. She can control people with her mind.
Oh, dude. So,
Yeah. So all the soldiers that her father was running into, you know, he was basically giving him a pass or having them, you know, kill themselves or whatever it was. I can't remember. It was, you know, over a year ago. I seen it.
Free your mother.
Yep.
I got a precept for you. Isaiah.
And they make those movies, but that's the Lord put the Spirit on them to make those movies for us, to build our faith, man. You want me to? I think that was it. It's going free. It says
On Netflix. I'm still on it. Right. Watch.
Yeah, with Netflix, yeah. It's going freaks. Yeah, it's good, man. I would skip to the part where like the ice cream truck. Skip to that part. You know, I was out. But it says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna be at peace, man.
Come on, man.
We're gonna be at you see the movie Road when he found the wine and all that.
Yeah.
You start drinking, man. We're gonna be sipping, you know.
Like a bunker, huh? Right? Yeah.
When he went into underground bunker, and even him shows you to be a pilgrim upon, be as pilgrims upon earth. Because he could have stayed there and enjoyed his time, eating the food and having a nice shower. No, he had to go. You know, he had to continue. And there's things we can learn from watching movies like that, man. All right, the ultimate learning experience we can learn from is the scriptures. The scriptures speak about being as pilgrims upon the earth. All right, we gotta be constantly on the move. You can't just stay in one spot thinking that you're gonna ride Jacob's trouble, man. You gotta be on the move.
That's a soldier mentality as well.
That's right.
That's also part of Saul's witchcraft. Is that he has to tell you what he's going to do. If he doesn't, that's the main reason why he has his media and his movies. All that you can see in these movies, and that's really what they're planning on doing.
Yep.
Hidden in plain sight.
Plain sight, yeah.
It's not just a movie to watch, an entertainment, or a game to play for entertainment, or a show to watch that actually has a message. All right, it's just people are so fucking stupid to see that message.
I remember I seen on TikTok, I think, man. I think TikTok is better than Instagram, man. They got more information. But they had one guy playing a game. He was playing one of these games. I don't know. But on the inside the game it said the VAX is a hoax. You know? Or whatever it was, man. Something's a hoax. Yeah, something's a hoax, man. So
I got the definition.
that ain't there on accident.
Right.
I got the definition for pilgrim. And it says the etymology for pilgrim. It says as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit.
Oh, we got it.
So the word pilgrim in the etymology, it says as a penance or to discharge some vow or religious obligation or seeking some miracle or spiritual benefit.
Yeah, that last part right there. We're gonna be seeking miracles, man, seeking the Lord. You know, and the scripture says, Sirach 2, ye that believe in him, I forget exactly the word. But we gonna be looking for the miracle. Yeah, wait for his mercy. There we go.
The Lord did say he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So he's gonna reward us in these last days, we're willing.
He's gonna reward us for our faith now. We can hold on to our faith when the whole world ain't even paying attention. You know?
One thing that Apostle Bar said that always stuck with me is in those days expect miracles. Don't just hope that they happen. Wait for it. Think that they're gonna happen.
The word
Actually,
hope. Sorry, bro.
actually expect it. Know that's gonna happen. You just gotta wait for it.
That's what the word hope means. I expect.
That's right.
You know? We're expecting the Lord to deliver us, man. Even now. You know, when you're going through the trials, pray to Yahweh outside with the faith in delivering you. That's, you know, that's what it is. Without faith, it's impossible to please the Lord, man.
You gotta have faith, no matter in your good times and your bad times. It's so easy to have faith when you have everything.
Good, yeah.
You're doing good. It's so easy to say you believe in the Most High and praise Him. But how about in the bad times? That's why a lot of people, in the bad times, everything's taken away from them, their livelihood. They're gonna be cursing the Most High, man.
Right.
They don't curse the Most High. All right? Because they have no understanding.
Right. That's one thing Apostle said years ago, man. Apostle Gabar. Sorry for y'all to walk through, man.
That's cool.
Apostle Gabar, he said it's easy to believe, like you said, it's easy to believe when everything's going good. The time to believe is when everything's going bad, man.
Yeah, we gotta
That's the time to show your faith, man.
That's right.
You gotta be like Job, like the brother saying, everything written before time is written for our learning. Job said, though the Lord slayed me, I will maintain my trust in
That's
him.
it.
He give it and he take it away.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord may have it where you have in this life, you have a good car, you have a good house, your own place, you have a good job. He gave it to you. But in these days to come, all those things that you have will be taken away from you. And you gotta be willing to lose it. Alright? Lose it, man. Lose your life. Lose your career. Lose these things you have. Because you don't want to try to save it to end up being, to receive that karma, alright, and end up being burnt up, man, just because you try to save your life, you end up losing it. Alright? And then it's all what you see going on with this juice. It's all just a quiz for the big test. Alright? And these NFL players,
Pop quiz, right?
they're pop quiz. If you fail the quiz, what's gonna end up happening? For the big test. These NFL players, they're some of them are required are thinking about their careers now because they don't want to receive this juice thing.
And that's a good thing.
Right.
That's a good thing because they're all taking.
You got DeAndre Hopkins. He's top guy, top receiver right now. He's going, I'm gonna retire if they. I think I'm gonna retire if they force me to take this juice. You know.
I know LeBron's been dodging that shit. He's been dodging that shit like a plague.
Yeah.
You know who's selling Johnny?
What's up with the camera, man? Right now?
The win.
Turn the thing. There you go.
Wow.
Tighten it.
Try to tighten the little knob on the side where you
Jump on mine.
They took it. Shooter, he said the ball got it.
It's loose. Yeah.
That's what Shooter said.
It's loose right here.
I heard Shooter. I heard him say it. He said LeBron.
Yeah, that.
He said he's the only one that didn't get it. Everybody.
I don't really know sports.
Should be good.
Turn it over a little more, bro.
Isaiah 65 and verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer, and when I spake, ye did not hear. Oh, Isaiah 65 and verse 12. Therefore, Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword.
Right, because you're going to have a certain amount of jakes. That's going to be their judgment that they're going to have to suffer is to die by the sword. It's a certain amount of jakes, their judgment is to die by the famine, die by the pestilence, die by these evil, these beasts, these newly created creatures. All right, go ahead.
And he shall all bow down to the slaughter.
There's a great slaughter is coming upon the Lord's people.
So
All right, there's a great slaughter is coming upon the Lord's people, man. A lot of these people are wicked. This is why that great slaughter is coming, man, because you don't want to get right. All right, go ahead.
it says, ye all bow down to the slaughter. That's 2/3. Yeah, all have to get destroyed. Because when I called, he did not answer. When I spake, he did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes.
Right, the Lord's calling out.
Do his prophets. And a lot of you are ignoring his prophets. Ignoring his counsel, man. Putting his counsel to naught.
Yep.
Not taking heed. Instead, you laugh, you scoff, you mourn. But like the scripture says, laugh now, you gonna mourn a week later. Alright? You get the first laugh, but guess what? Guess who's gonna get the last one? The Lord and his men.
That's right. Hey, the Lord ain't no one to laugh at, man.
Hey, because really, you're not laughing at us. You're not talking shit to us. You're not thinking evil of us. You're thinking of the Lord. We're his men. We are here representing Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
And we're ambassadors of the Lord.
Right. It's like a. You send the 300, you send a messenger, right? The messenger gives you the message. If you don't want to take the message, you kill the message.
Kill the messenger.
You kill the messenger, you speak evil to the messenger. That implies you basically, whatever you say to the messenger goes to the king.
Hey,
All right.
That reminded me of the story when David sent out two men and he cut off their garments and his beard and they went to war because of what they did to the messenger, King David.
All right, so we being the messengers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai deliver you onto a message, deliver you a message, whether you want to hear it or not, it's on you. All right, and you scoffing and saying all manner of evil against us, you're saying it to the Lord, King.
Even when King David sent messengers to Nabal, okay? Nabal was like, basically, who the fuck is King David to actually, you know, listen to him? So that was straight to the king. You know, and King David, after that, he was like, shit, let's go. Get this motherfucker, man. But then his woman came, you know, Abigail came, which was really King David's woman in the spirit, man. You know? And the Lord took out the ball and she joined King David.
Just right.
But did evil before my eyes, and did not choose that wherein I delight not.
Right, which is what does the Lord delight in? It's fearing him, man. That's what the Lord delights in. You know, you fearing him, man, which is gonna move you to do what he said to do, man. Keeping his commandments to the best of your ability, man.
What shows you love him?
And if you're a man, teaching his word, man.
Right? What shows you believe in him?
Yeah, if you're a woman, you know, just getting in line, man. You
It's
know?
about action, not words. That's our people. It's just words, not about action. They say they love the Most High. They say they believe in him, but really you don't.
But their hearts are far from him.
That's right.
That's why the scriptures say a hypocritical nation. You know?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Go ahead.
So Proverbs 13. Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Right, and a lot of our people right now are despising his word. And what's going to end up happening? You're going to end up being destroyed here in America when America is destroyed. Go ahead.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded.
Right, because when you fear the Most High, you do the things that is pleasing unto him. Like, Sirach 1 and, says, 1 and 15. No, Sirach 2 and 15. I'll get it. It says, they that fear the Lord will not disobey his word. Right, so if you fear the Lord, you're not going to disobey his word. You're going to keep his word. You're going to follow his word, right? It says, they that love him will keep his ways. Right, because what is love? Keeping the commandments. Not just talking, but actually keeping the laws to the best of your ability. Not trying to find any excuse. That's what our people do. Find any excuse in the book to do their wickedness. All right?
Just like a child, they reverence their parents, they're going to do what they ask. It's like a wife, if she reverence her husband, she won't just know what he asks.
They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law.
What is well pleasing unto the Lord? It says Sirach 1 and 27, for the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight.
That's it, bro.
So believing in the Lord is well pleasing.
Faith and meekness, man.
Yep.
That's where it's at.
Hey, that's how it says in Zephaniah 2 and 3. That's how we're going to be hid from his anger. Seek meekness, seek righteousness, seek weakness, seek judgment. All right? Was that
you be hid
from the Lord's anger? You got any more, Shamai?
You got more on that Sirach, bro. But it says, as the Lord's majesty is, so is his mercy, man. We'd rather fall into the hands of the Lord, man. You know?
It says verse 17, they that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight.
We're preparing our hearts, man. Go ahead.
Saying we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men.
Right, we trusting in how much you know, God, man. Look what Esau is talking about, his threats, you know, whatever consequences, you know, in this society for not yielding to him. Yeah, we don't give a damn about that. Like Peter said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. You know, we gonna put our faith in the Lord, and we know, just like the history of Susanna, you know, those two wicked ass niggas came up against her and claimed that, you know, she was committing adultery. Well, who the Lord sent? The Lord sent Daniel, man. And a young man, and delivered her, man. Keep going on that though, bro. One more verse.
Saying we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy.
Man. So the Lord is merciful beyond our understanding.
Definitely.
So we hoping in that, man. That's what our hope is, in the mercy of the Lord, man. You know, fuck what Esau talking about.
Wearing a fucking mask, you know, running to these, you know, Jew centers and taking your Jews, because you're falling into the hands of men, which is a snare onto you, man. Because a lot of you people that run into the hands of men are basically trust in the system. You trust in Esau.
Say,
Cursed be the man that trusted in man. We're supposed to trust in Yahushua in his ways. Okay?
And now all these people that received that potion, now here, like the nigga woman on the TikTok complaining. You know, like you got bamboozled. You did get bamboozled, but that's on you. All right, because you shouldn't trust this motherfucker in the first place. All right.
And like the scripture says, Mark 12, his rust is not all taken away. It may seem like it's gone, and it may wipe rust away. What happens when it gets what's in and it dries up? The rust comes back. Wickedness is always there.
Good saying. Who will pity a charmer and bit by a serpent?
Right. So we're not gonna pity you people that run to these juice centers, get juiced up, and get fucked up. Get fucked up by it, man. Alright? Just let people do that.
Look on the back of that car. Zombie 9.
Zombie 9. That's what that got. Zombie. That's all right. Yeah. Then get to Robert 8. I've been trying to bring that out.
Spirit like the wind, you know?
Most definitely.
Isaiah 65:13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, my servant shall eat,
Look at that, man.
and he shall be hungry.
We don't eat in those days. But all these people are going to be hungry. And it's going to be to the point where they're going to be so hungry, those children that they have, that they can't take care of in those days, they're going to boil and eat. All right? It happened before. It's going to happen again. All right? But in those days, we're going to eat. The Lord's going to provide for us in different ways. There's many different ways the Lord can provide for us, man. You could be walking and trying to stumble, and all of a sudden you see a box full of food, canned food. You know, you could be walking, you're hungry and looking like in the time of Egypt, in the wilderness. The Lord rained manna, bread from heaven. All right, that could happen.
Go to sleep with an empty plane, wake up with a full one.
Right.
You gotta have an angel walk up to you with food. Okay? The Lord gotta have an angel come. That's what I'm thinking about in these days, man. An angel coming to us, you know? Straight up with a message. Like, look, here's the food. Tomorrow, do this, do that, do that. Bam, be gone.
They just ministered unto Yahweh Shah when he was hungry after 40 days.
Yep.
Angels might come down and manifest himself and actually have a meal cut for them.
I believe it, man.
It can happen. All right. Like Apostle Bar said, miracles. Expect miracles. So these are the things that we need to expect in those days.
Bro, you don't think if you give up everything for the Lord ain't gonna hook you up and take care of you? Like you give up your life on this side, like the Lord says, your life for my sake,
You shall find it.
you shall find it.
And we did, man. And it's not even our choice. That's the thing. You know, it ain't up to us, man. It's up to y'all by some outside, man. You know, it's come down to the Lord mercy, man.
It says, behold, my servant shall drink, and he shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but he shall be ashamed.
That's going to be the kingdom of heaven. We're going to rejoice.
No. That's on this side, bro. We're going to rejoice. Things is going to flip. Because when you go to John 16, the Lord said, look, the world is going to, grab that real quick. John 16 and about 20. The Lord said the world is going to rejoice, and we're going to be sorrowful. So the Lord going to flip it. The world going to be sorrowful, and we're going to rejoice, man. That's why we got to be excited, man.
It's the book of John, chapter 16, verse 20. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, that you shall weep and lament.
Right. We've been weeping and lamenting, man. Catching hell, man. Go ahead.
But the world shall rejoice, and ye shall be sorrowful.
Look at that, man. So the world been living it up. They've been doing their thing, man, while we've been sorrowful, man. So the Lord gonna flip it. Now we gonna be eating, we're gonna be drinking, we're gonna be rejoicing while they fucking hungry, thirsty, and ashamed, man. You know?
It says, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy.
Look at that, man. Now that's gonna be, when we get on the other side, man. Because the scripture say, no one gonna be able to take that joy from us, man. You know? That joy is gonna start when we're gonna see so much. You're gonna know Lord dealing with you, man. You know? Oh, what you got, bro?
You got it.
Wait, hold on. What you got, bro?
2 Ezra 2 and 27.
I had it, bro. Start 26. Start 26, bro.
Sorry. It's in 2 Ezra 2:26.
That's the spirit, man. You had that too? That's the spirit, man.
As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish.
Right. We are the servants of Yahweh outside,
That's
man.
right, man.
Hoping to be part, of his elect. If we're his elect, none of us are going to perish.
As
All right?
say, every hair on your head is numbered.
Right. So, in these days, if you're of the elect, you're going to be delivered. All right? Job 5, you're going to experience it, man.
Woo!
You're going to experience Job 5.
Hey, Scripture say even with the beast, we're gonna be at peace with the beasts of the earth, you know?
Yeah,
Beasts of the field.
And it says, then shall we know that our tabernacle is going to be at peace. We're going to know that the Lord is with us in these days. These things are going to be happening. All right? Miracles are going to be shown to you, where you're going to know that your tabernacle is at peace, man.
That's right.
You're going to know that your name is written in heaven, man. All right? Go ahead.
And Psalm 34, it says, "Many keep all his walls, and none of them are broken." We're going to be guarded in these days. It's not good.
That's really a prophecy on the outside.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, got it.
For I will require them among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh,
Which is coming.
Fastly approaching.
That can happen at any moment. That's a thief in the night to the ones in darkness. But not to us, 'cause we're in the Lord's marvelous light. We're in the light.
be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful.
Yep. These other people out here, they're gonna be mourning. They're gonna be a mourning state. They're gonna be in a confused state. All right, they're gonna be lost, man. All right, they're gonna be mourning because of the things that they're going through, the things that they lost.
The family members dying.
Yep. Witnessing their children die, being dashed to pieces in front of their eyes, and they have no power to do anything about it. You know.
Like us, say one of your loved ones die. We know what happens after death. We know that's not the end of that spirit.
Yep. They think they have no understanding. I'm never gonna see my mother or my child again.
Like, fuck them up.
Yep. Hey, and there's judgment because the Lord knows how to get to you. The Lord knows how to get a person, man. So if you really love your children or your father or your brother, the Lord can have it where you witness your children die right in front of you. You have no power in your might to do anything about it, man. You can't protect your little loved ones. All right. That's why a lot of people are gonna be mourning. All right.
They're gonna bug the fuck out, man. They're gonna bug it. They're gonna lose their motherfucking mind, man. And it's gonna be amazing, man. Fuck.
They some assholes.
Yeah, man. Fuck. They think they think they got it made, man.
Yep.
They think the Lord ain't controlling nothing. They ain't control their own destiny. All right.
You got that free will spirit.
Hey, I gotta get people.
Let that brother finish that one. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Let that brother finish that one.
Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Have abundance, man. See that? See that? We're gonna be merry and we're gonna have abundance, man. And now, we don't know how it's gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen.
You know what's gonna happen. It's good to say, man. You know?
Chilling.
And we're gonna think of them scriptures in that time. We're gonna be like, man, the scripture said we're gonna be merry and have abundance, man. We're gonna laugh, praise the Lord. You know, you never know, man. Shit, don't let you get that power. You really gonna be married, man.
Yeah.
Keep going though, bro. There's more.
The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, said the Lord.
Look at that, man. They gonna envy us, man. But they ain't gonna be able to do nothing against us, man. Because the Lord is backing us, man. Go ahead.
My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell.
So even the Lord's gonna cover our children, man. You know, did he not cover Noah's family? Did he not cover Lot's family? You know? And that's our hope, you know, hey. But don't bug out if you lose your children, you know?
Even for Lot, the angel told, do you have any other family members in this house? So he went to his sons-in-law, right? And what ended up happening? They didn't want to believe. They mocked. So did Lot have time to worry about them and to mourn for them? Nah, you got to get up out of there because destruction is getting ready to happen, man.
Yeah.
So this applies to us. We can't worry about our family members on this side. You can tell them, you can warn them, but if they don't want to hear it, let it be. All right, you'll see them again in the kingdom. All right, you'll be in the throne. You'll know, and then when we're going over the stories, they're gonna remember. Damn, you were telling me this, but I didn't believe, and they're gonna be so ashamed to the point where they they can't look at you in the eye, man. They're gonna be ashamed of the things that they have done, and that goes for all of Israel that didn't take heed to this word.
Yeah.
Just,
Scripture say.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, just to add on, like the brother saying, Timothy says that no man that war to protect himself and the affairs of his life, man. You can't be overly attached to what they're doing as well. Yeah. You know, that'll be your back, man, if you continue to follow him.
I was gonna say, backing you up, bro. Then shall they go? And a prophet that been moved.
It's gonna be too late because they're gonna try to, find a way to contact you, but they can't. They can't find you. They can't call you. Phone systems can be out.
Especially if there's a power outage, man.
Right. They can't get you because there's gonna be chaos. So there's gonna be so much chaos out in the streets. They can't travel to you, man.
Yeah, man, the Lord is gonna be desired in those days, right? They're gonna be the only ones that the Lord is taking care of. You know, and that's gonna be known. It's gonna be evident.
Then shall you know who are my chosen.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Anybody got anything?
I had that Genesis we quoted. You want to son-in-law?
All right, you can bring that up.
It's Genesis 19 and 12. And the men, which are angels, said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides? It says, son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-laws, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy this city. Just like we're saying now.
Yep.
You know, spiritually depart from this place. The Lord about to rock this world with nukes, man. Look across to the court, man. It says, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law.
And that's Jake. Your family members, they'll scoff you, they'll mock you because they'll think you're crazy because they know you. And all of a sudden you became knowing a Bible expert, became a preacher, not understanding how the Lord changes you. Become that old man and become a new man. Put off that old man and become a new man. They don't understand that. They still see you as an old man. So when you tell them about what's coming, they're gonna scoff at you. They notice things that you stopped doing, like eating pork. You used to smoke weed. They notice that you stopped smoking weed and all that, and they see the change, but they still don't want to believe the words that you're telling them, man. They still want to take heed to the warning. They scoff, just like Lot's son-in-law, man. So at the end of the day, what's gonna happen? If they don't get right with the Lord, all right, they're gonna die here, man. They're gonna die here, and it's gonna be on them. All right, you gotta put off that mortal thought and worry about your own salvation. The scriptures speak about working on your own salvation. You can't be constantly worrying about your loved ones, like your father, your mother, your brothers, and all that.
Man. Let them go, man.
You'll see them again. You gotta believe that.
Like I always say, you gotta forget about Jake, man. If they ain't serving the Lord, forget about him. You see him on the other side. Go ahead.
It's the book of John, chapter 15 and 19. It says, if ye were of the world would love his own, but because ye are not of the world.
And your family members are still in the world. That's why, certain cases, you may not be cool with your family members, man, because of this truth. They may not like it that you're out here teaching the downfall of America. All right? Go ahead.
Try to keep the peace as much as possible. There's always contention there. It says, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Right, and I can even include your family members. But like it says in Psalms 27:10, when your mother and father forsakes you, then the Lord will take you up. All right, so there may be times where you have brothers that had instances where they got kicked out of their house because of this truth, man. But the Lord never forsook them. All right, the Lord was always with them. All right, and this is what you gotta count. You gotta count the cost that things like this may happen. It says a soldier is not fair to take himself with his life. In war, you can't worry about your loved ones. You gotta focus on the war path. When we're on a war path, you can't worry about your loved ones, because that's what gets you killed.
You're trying to die.
For that scripture that says, endure hardness as a good soldier. That's a part of that hardness, man.
Yeah.
That nobody really gonna believe, man. Only a few. Mainly men, man. Your mama ain't gonna be called, man. Forget about your mama, man. Honor her, but forget about it, man.
Yeah, like you say, you gotta be the bigger person, man. Your parents are with you. You disrespect you. You can't disrespect them. You gotta honor your father, your mother at all times.
Yeah.
But you can give them distance, though. Give them distance, you know. All the people distance, man. Don't fuck with them, man. You know, 'cause the Lord will bring judgment upon the wicked at any time, man. I got one though. This is 1 Peter 4 and 3. It says, for the time past of our life, it says, for the time past of our life may suffice us to have brought the will of the Gentiles when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries. That's the old man. When we were worldly, wherein they think it strange that you were not with them to the same access of riot, speaking evil of you. So now you ain't celebrating Christmas, you ain't celebrating birthdays, you ain't trying to be around them. Now they're gonna speak evil of you, man. And that's an early trial in the faith. Okay, can you handle that, man? You know, that's why it's a lonely walk, man. You got the brotherhood, but it's ultimately a lonely walk. You're really gonna be alone most of the time, man.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a house with a wife and children, you're still alone, man.
You're you may have a family member's birthday coming up, and you don't say happy birthday because you don't celebrate that shit.
They get offended.
And they look at you sideways and want to fuck with you.
You don't want to go to no funerals
or no parties,
You know?
marriages. And shit
I ain't
like
going to no damn funeral, man. You got me fucked up. You know?
One of my family members told me they used to like it when I used to get haircuts and act normal. What does that even mean?
Oh yeah, they may even get mad or look at you sideways when you're going out your beard and say shit like, man, shave it off. You know, how you going at? You know?
I look like a robber.
Look like a who?
A robber.
That's also what's that scripture? Fellowship with our
Yeah, man. Don't have no fellowship. Light? What fellowship is light apple dark?
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
You know, that's gonna end up corrupting you, like the brother saying. You know, bring back those habits. You know that they corrupt.
Alright. I got one. This is Sirach 7:2. Depart from the unjust, and iniquity shall turn away from you, or from thee. You know, depart from the wicked, the unjust, man. I got another one. This is Sirach 6:13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends.
Enemies of the world, friends of the world. Your families could be your enemies. And you got to part from them, man. You know, you may not be as close to your family members as you used to be when you're in this, man. All right, because like the brother said, they're in the darkness. All right, no fellowship with darkness. How's it go? Light cannot fellowship with darkness, man.
Yeah.
All right, we cannot fellowship and be all into this world like we used to be. And there are a bunch of unbelievers who don't really be doing that.
Micah 2:10, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because if you polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. This is to depart from this world, man. Depart from the family, depart from the 2/3, because it is polluted, man. They're all polluted with the ways of this world, man. So the sword is what it says. Apart from that, they will influence you, you know? You just gotta depart from them and just do away with it. That's the best of your ability, you know?
So it's what it says, walk with wisdom, them that are without. Deal with people with wisdom. You can't just tell them what you're all about. Just keep being mysterious to them. So, Deuteronomy 8:1. All the commandments which I command thee this day, he shall observe to do, that he may live.
Right, because this keeping the laws is life, and this is why we die, because wages of sin is death. All right, by us not keeping His laws, the Lord certain laws. There's laws that make you unclean. There's laws that are, that are unto death. All right, and not keeping these laws bring death. Not keeping the Lord's laws brings death, man. All right. Go ahead.
It's Luke 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life,
Right.
but such as leave it shall die.
Beautiful. That's a beautiful precept. So all it is that keep it shall come to life. And that's what our forefathers didn't do. They didn't keep these laws. And this is why we're in the predicament that we are in today, man. We did not obey the Lord's words, man. Because on the way to the promised land, the Lord told us to kill basically all heathens. Kick them all out. Get rid of them. Kick them all out.
Don't do what they do, man.
Right. Because it's going to become a snare. And our people didn't take heed to that. All right. All right. Was that it?
It says, and go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers.
Right, because he told our forefathers like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob that he was going to give us a land. And that land is what? Israel. All right, the land that's filled with milk and honey, man. All right, but in order for us to stay in that land, we had to obey the laws. All right, obey the Lord's laws, man, which our people didn't do, because those heathens that were before our land, all right, when we didn't kick them all out, when our people didn't kick them all out, it became a snare onto us. But we started worshiping their gods, sacrificing our kids to their gods, doing all sorts of abominations, man. All right, and this is the reason why we are scattered throughout the world. All right, go ahead.
It says, and thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness to humble thee and to prove thee.
Right, then the scripture say, before honor is humility. Or you have to go through that humility to receive that honor. Just like right now, we have to be humble. Being humble right now in order to be honored in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, go ahead.
And to prove thee.
Right, and this is what the Lord's doing now. He's proving us. He's testing us. He's putting us through that fire. All right, because according again, in order to make it to the kingdom, you have to go through great tribulation. You have to be put through the fire, man. All right, but if you have the elect, you're gonna go through that fire. You're gonna endure it. You're gonna endure the chastisement, man. All right, go ahead.
To know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. Verse 3, and he humbled thee and suffered thee to hunger and fed thee with manna, which thou knowest not.
That's how you know, man, when you met with certain trials, you ain't that the Lord can't, beat you out right away. It's to test your integrity, test your strength,
Patience.
your patience, man. Like the Lord, when the Lord sent Moses and Aaron to Pharaoh, he could have got us out of there right then and there.
Yeah,
But no, it's a process, man.
Process to get to the kingdom of heaven. You just got to endure the process, and while you're doing the process, you gotta have a vision that'll help you endure the process. All right.
And trust in the Lord, man. It's good to say, Psalm 62:10, trust in Him at all times. At all times, man.
Even at your lowest point.
Even if you feel forsaken.
And I'm sorry, felt like that. Felt the power on evil, man. That's why he said, Father, Eli, Father, was strengthened. Father, why hast thou forsaken me? He felt that power evolve. All right.
Took on the whole sins of Israel, man.
And his father couldn't look at him, man, because he took on the whole sins of Israel.
He was so stressed out that he was actually sweating blood. The doctor today proved that it could actually happen. That's
right. That's it.
That's how stressed out he was. He was actually sweating blood, man. So weak that the angels had to give him strength. So hey, no excuse. The Lord said, endure to the end, the same shall be saved.
And fed thee with manna which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread alone only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live.
Yeah, and that's what Yahweh Shai told Satan, man. You know, when Satan tried to tempt him, he said, man shall not live off bread alone. But we live off these words, knowing that whatever the Lord said is going to happen. You just gotta believe. Okay? Did you get Numbers 5? Yeah, it's cool about the manna. Water. Numbers 5, I think it's
5 and what?
I think it's the top.
Okay.
No, that one's fine. Yeah, Numbers 11. 11 and 1. And read through 9.
So Numbers 11 and 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord.
Right, because our people, but they were dwelling in tents, they were living in the wilderness. You had Jakes that were born in the wilderness. All they knew was the wilderness life. You know, it wasn't a comfortable lifestyle. You know, and you know they weren't. You know, it wasn't. You know, they were hungry. They were thirsty. They were in that hot ass desert, man. All right, go ahead.
That's all, bro. It says, and when the people complained, it displeased the Lord, and the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp.
Right, because our people were murmuring, complaining. All right, they wanted to go back to Egypt, man. And the things that the Lord heard that was being said in the tents angered him. That's why he burnt them up. Go ahead.
And that's why too that the Lord took that whole generation that came out of the land of Egypt, man.
Right.
There was over 600,000 that walked, you know, out of Egypt. Only 2 made it to the promised land. Y'all brothers know it's 2?
Moses.
Now Moses didn't get to make it, man. No. Moses didn't get to make it because when he smote the rock, he took credit for that, so to speak. You know?
Yeah.
And Aaron didn't get to make it because he was taking part in that golden that calf. So guess who were the 2 that made it? Joshua and Caleb, man.
Oh, that's right.
Joshua and Caleb, man.
They stopped Moses from going into the land too, right? Right before he died.
Yeah,
too,
right before they got to the land, the Lord told Moses,
you
he ain't gonna be able to make it, man.
Yeah.
But he, you know, that's when he was 120.
Yeah.
You know, his life was basically in 40s. You know, Lord, well, yeah, his life was in 40s. You know, 40 years. At 40 years, this happened. At 80 years, this happened. You know, at 120, he was gone. You know, but Joshua stepped up.
You had Joshua, Caleb, and the young generation that came of the wilderness.
Yeah.
Right. 20 and up.
Yeah.
That made it into the promised land.
They had to get circumcised.
That's right.
Yeah, he circumcised the one. Reading that right now. Yeah, he circumcised everybody.
Huh?
He brought them in. That everybody must be circumcised when they move towards. Forget which other land that Jordan.
Showing you that generation was wicked because you're supposed to circumcise at the 8th day.
Yeah.
You know? You got something to say? Okay. It says, and the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire was quenched. And he called the name of that place Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burnt among them. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish.
Yeah, they're lusting after the things of Egypt. They're remembering the things that they were doing in Egypt.
You were in bondage the whole fucking time. 400 years in Egypt, man.
And that's like Jake now, man. Jake, you're still in slavery. You're not free. No matter how free you think you are, you're still in slavery. You're still in bondage, man. And our people, like back then, they wanted to go back to Egypt. And today, our people want to stay here in modern day Egypt. Yep. This is America. They don't want to leave this place. This is why the scripture says, you read it earlier, Micah 2:10, flee, depart, but this is not your rest. Now this is talking about fleeing, depart, buying a ticket and leaving, going to another continent, another state, another country. No, it's fleeing, depart from your mind. All right,
Mentally and spiritually.
Right.
You know, which goes back to really like holy, you know, separate people, you know. It says, we remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers, the melons. Jake is crazy. and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all beside the manna before our eyes.
Yeah, they were being ungrateful because here it is, you're still eating, but you're still
Complaining.
At least you're eating.
That's crazy.
And we can't, and the reason why we're bringing this out, because we can't be like this in the days to come.
Yeah.
We gotta be door harness is a good soldier. We're not gonna be comfortable. We're not gonna be sleeping on our beds. There's some nights before I go to sleep, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna sleep on this bed anymore. You know, because we won't be sleeping on the floor. Pilgrims, you're not gonna be carrying a goddamn bed with you. You know, you're gonna be carrying what you can carry. Whether that's a blanket, you have a blanket, maybe one pillow. You have to use your hand, man. You have to just go through that, endure that, man, until our Lord Yahweh Shai comes.
That's why it's important too to be content, man. You know, be thankful for what you have, man, because
Even if it's not a lot.
Yeah, here it is, they're complaining, but yet you got carried over. Yet you just got delivered out of Egypt, man. It might have been 2 decades ago. You know, you hear about, you know, our people walking out, how the Lord delivered us out of Egypt. You know, I'm putting myself in that wilderness, you know what I'm saying? Might have been 2 decades ago, you know? But, you know, our people weren't content, they weren't thankful, man. They didn't appreciate Yahweh, the things that the Lord was doing, man. They didn't even appreciate Moses, man.
Yeah, they set up, try to set up captives to go back to Egypt. You know?
Also the best with food and raiment.
There was to be content, man.
As long as you have clothes in your back, shoes, because hey, in that day it's gonna be crazy. Motherfuckers be out here with no goddamn shoes.
You know the thing, you know the scriptures say, I'm sorry, bro.
No, go ahead.
You know the scriptures say that although our people were walking in a circle in the wilderness, their shoes didn't get messed up.
Oh yeah.
Their shoes didn't get old, man. Their clothes didn't get old,
Yeah, I
man.
think,
Come on, man.
it's in the apocrypha, right?
Nah, that's in the that's like in Numbers,
Nah, there's a
Deuteronomy.
It's,
Now, that's heavy when you think about that, man.
that's
Shit, what's the lifespan of some shoes, man? Shit. That's if you're wearing them every day. Shit.
That's why.
I'll give it a month, you know?
Wait, is it?
I don't know where that scripture's at, man, but that's
Y'all can
heavy,
find
man. And the scriptures say too, when Moses and Joshua, I believe, or maybe just Joshua, that although he got his old age, he still had his strength as a young man. You know, imagine that. You know? So, hey, man.
And Caleb, after his age, he went to war.
I got some. Isaiah 31:1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and the horsemen, because they are very strong. But look not to the Holy One of Israel, who will seek the Lord. We had to go back to that time and they stuck. They went after Egypt. They wanted to go back to the pleasure of Egypt. And this time, our people are relying on this government. And this is not captivity.
That's that Stockholm syndrome, man.
That's
that-
that faith in the Lord.
Yep, sorry, bro. That's that Caesar is our king mentality, man. But no, the Lord's our king, man. That's why Joshua said, choose ye this day whom you will serve, man. You know? I'm looking for that scripture.
Deuteronomy 29:5.
You got it, bro? You got it? Go ahead and read it, bro. Deuteronomy 29:5, man. That's beautiful, bro.
It says,
That's
and I have led you 40 years in the wilderness,
Start at 4, bro.
yet the Lord Yahweh have not given you a heart to perceive, and eyes to see, and ears to hear unto this day. And I have led you 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes are not waxing old upon you, and thy shoe is not waxing old upon thy foot.
Now look at that, man. Tell me that's not amazing, man. Come on, man. I remember when I was young, I had holes in my shoes,
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying? Go to school with holes in my shoes. Like, goddamn. But they walking around in the wilderness. The wilderness is rough.
Yep.
But your shoes didn't wax older than you, and your clothing didn't wax older than you, man. Come on, man.
Jake.
Come on, man. We can't ask for more, man. Our Lord has been good to us, man. That's why our Lord in Jeremiah, he's pleading with our people. Isaiah too. Where did I go wrong with you? You know, basically, where I go wrong with y'all, man? What I do wrong? You know? The Lord always had our back.
This is what we need, and not what we want.
Yeah, man.
We get what we want in the kingdom of heaven. We just got to be content with what we have right now. All right, especially in these times. You know, I mean, you're gonna lose a lot of things, but whatever you have on you, you may have scripture. That's all you need.
Scripture's right here, man. Like the book of Eli we was talking about earlier. He had it in his mind, man.
Yeah.
Can you read that again, bro? That's a powerful scripture, bro.
It says, yet the Lord Yahweh have not given you a heart to perceive and eyes to see and ears to hear unto this day.
And guess what? Those days are back. And they're blind today. You know? Go ahead.
Unto this day, and I have led you 40 years in the wilderness. Your clothes are not waxing old upon you, and thy shoe is not waxing old upon thy foot.
That's amazing, man. That is amazing.
40 years.
Come on, man. Now, when did the Lord ever do that for you ugly ass heathens, man? The Lord never had y'all back. Well, but that's recorded in our history, man. You know? Man, that's amazing. But yeah, you want me to keep going? Going back to Numbers 11 and 6. It says, but now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all beside this manna before our eyes. And the manna was as coriander seed.
So when it dropped from the chariot, it didn't just drop as bread. It came as a seed, right? Go ahead.
And the color thereof as the color of bdellium. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills.
So when it dropped from the sky on the ground, it got the seed. And you know how you have a grinder to grind like garlic or something? That's what they did. They grinded it, formed it, waffles, pancakes, bread, and all that. Because it was sweet. Right.
Yeah, it was sweet.
Like today, you ever been to Roscoe's and chicken? Yeah. No, like
you know Jake, man.
Yeah, Jake. They have that over here in Culver City. Every time I go, there's a bunch of Jake. You know, Jake, man, they love that waffles and
I
chicken.
know what you're talking about, bro. You're talking about right there by La Brea.
Yeah, that area.
Right there by La Brea.
Bunch of Jake.
You also got one on Sunset.
Roscoe.
And you got one in Pasadena.
Roscoe and chicken. That's when Jake got a bunch of Jake in there because Jake used to eat that in the wilderness.
Yeah, that quail.
That quail.
That manna.
Got that manna that you can form it into a pancake, a waffle, a bread. You eat it with the chicken.
Fire.
You know? Back then, Jake, before the quail rain, they were just eating manna. And they were so ungrateful, they got tired of just eating the same thing. That's why they kept murmuring. And we were like, man, in Egypt, man, I was eating all this food, and all I'm eating is just bread.
They want a buffet.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture says, you know what I mean? You know, you don't live off bread alone.
Yeah.
But by every word of Yahweh, by Shema Shah.
That's right.
So it says, and the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills, or beat it in a mortar, and baked it in pans and made cakes of it, and the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent, and the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. It's like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't never satisfied, man.
Yeah. It's like a goddamn woman.
Like a woman, man.
Never satisfied. If you're still eating, you rather not eat.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. I'm still stuck in that deliverance stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Y'all want to talk about this deliverance stuff?
Yeah, like, wow,
Look
that's
at that chariot, man.
That's why in these days to come, you gotta think upon the things that the Lord's done for you now, the signs that He's shown you, the prayers that He answered for you, the ways that He delivered you now, and even in those days, the miracles that He's shown you, man.
And don't forget what the Lord has done for you, man.
I never forget.
Even if it's 2 years ago, man. Think about these things that the Lord has done for you, man.
Help you.
Don't forget it, man. I always think back like, man, the Lord, I'll have conversations with him. Look at that, work time, man.
Yeah, I saw them yesterday.
You don't see those every day, you know? That's how it's gonna sound when this shit go, man. With gunshots everywhere. I'll be having conversations with my woman. I'll be like, man, remember the Lord did this for us? Remember the Lord did that for us? You know? I always tell my woman, trust the Lord's timing, man. Trust His timing. It ain't that He can't deliver us right away. he's testing us, man.
We just gotta have patience.
Gotta
Wait
have
for it.
patience, man. You gotta wait for it, man.
Jake back then wasn't like that, man. He wanted everything now. But the Lord told him that you have to get through this wilderness, you have to get through this test. Expect to get to the promised land filled with milk and honey, man. Full of all sorts of riches waiting for you, man. Alright? And we have to go through this tribulation in order to make it into the kingdom of heaven, which we're gonna get all the things we want, all the things we ever desired, plus some.
What's that righteous
Oh, Psalm 16, last verse, 16 and 14.
It's Psalm 16 and 11. You know what? I'm gonna start at 8. It says, I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer that Holy One to see corruption. Now this is dealing with Yahushua. Yahushua's body didn't decompose. You know? That's what it's talking about. You know? It says, thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore.
Evermore. Alright, just think about it. Most size is eternal. Right? He's forever. Okay? His creation is forever. Because you can't put a limit to his creation. Look, Isaiah 60, the last one, says, little one should become a nation. That's just the regular Israelites going to become. You're going to have children that's likened onto a nation. Alright? How much more us? We can't all live on earth. Alright?
Yeah.
We're going to have to move into other galaxies. Alright?
Jake is really, it ain't gonna be the devil killing us every damn, weaponizing every goddamn thing. Abortions and all that. Jake is gonna be fruitful, man. So we gonna need more space, man.
So we're gonna have brothers living on different galaxies, different time zones, man. Living on the planet that Yahushua has given you. Alright? I don't know, that little rapper, Lucifer, he's trying to purchase I forgot the planet. He's trying to purchase the planet.
Yeah, right.
He's in the talks of purchasing
Purchase it from who?
Yeah, Esau don't own that shit.
Yeah, purchase it from who, man? Nobody. Get the fuck out of here, man. Purchase that nigga don't even own a house. Talking about purchasing the planet. Ain't that the same person nigga that so-called? Fuck out of here.
These planets are for us, right?
It's Sirach 16 and 21. It says, it is a tempest which no man can see, for the most part of his works are hid. So every day it's going to be a new adventure in the kingdom, man.
Hey, we seen just a spark.
Just a little bit. A little something.
Man.
See, all we know is captivity, man.
Yeah, we get to go out to certain areas, California, wherever state you live. A lot of parks where our brothers like to go to.
Man.
Visit. Just seeing those parks that we see is it's amazing within itself.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but that's just nothing compared to what Lord got, man. You want to see things, new colors,
new
smells, new man.
New sounds.
Ooh, man.
New instruments, man.
I can only imagine.
Woo.
I get vision. I just can't wait. That's why you gotta envision these things. You gotta have vision. Just at a time, sit down and just vision these things.
Yeah.
Because these visions will help you get through the process of getting to that kingdom. To get there, man. All right, you gotta have faith, you gotta have vision, you gotta believe first and foremost.
That's right. What's that? Second episode? Grab that real quick, bro. Because the city is full of all good things, man. And then you think about all the dreams brothers and sisters have about the kingdom, man. The way they explain it is like, all our people having smiles, man, and joy, and
right now, you have spoke this shit a lot, especially Judah. Judah.
I'm sorry,
no, good. Judah, you pass by Jake, they look at you like you're you're the enemy. And all you want to do is just salute them and all that. When you're supposed to be, show that brotherly love, but instead they show you that hate. They look at you with hate, man. They don't show that love,
man. We ain't gonna be under curses when the Lord, establishes us as a a nation again, man.
That's right.
We ain't gonna have them curses, man. Them curses gonna be on the heathen, man. You know? So I got some time.
Isaiah 64:4. For since the beginning of the world, man have not heard or perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O Most High, besides thee, what he hath prepared for him that waiteth for him.
Look at that, man. That's what, hey, I haven't seen, man. We haven't even heard what the Lord got prepared for us, man. And it's showing you that it ain't for everybody. The scripture say, for those that wait on him. You got it, I said it. You got it.
Isaiah, no, Sirach 36 and
Oh, I know you have, bro.
I start from 13. Oh, be merciful unto Jerusalem, thy holy city, the place of thy rest.
Right, and we know that Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Go ahead.
Fill Zion with thine unspeakable oracles,
Right.
and thy people with thy glory.
Right?
Give testimony unto those that thou hast possessed from the beginning,
Right?
the elect, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name.
Right? And so the prophets are supposed to have the names of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. If they're not speaking those names, beware of them, man. Go ahead.
Reward them that wait for thee,
Reward them that wait for thee. Go ahead.
and let thy prophets be found faithful.
So we gotta be found faithful. But I know your point is the Lord's gonna reward
Yes, that's right.
them that wait for him, man.
Right. So
You know?
we're patiently waiting for the Lord to save us. Because that's the first reward we're gonna get. The salvation from the destruction, man.
I have this beautiful picture. Ecclesiastes 18 and 10. As a drop
Oh,
of
Sirach.
Oh, yes, Sirach 18 and 10. And it says, as a drop of water unto the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity.
Look at that, man. Woo!
Some
Hey.
of 1,000 of your best days.
Well, that's beautiful. We got to think. But the scripture say the days of Israel are innumerable. Okay, somebody got told me the last chapter in the last couple of verses. Man. Go ahead.
Please, Sirach 18 and 10. As a drop of water onto the sea,
A drop of water onto a sea. Imagine that. Go ahead.
and a gravel stone in comparison to the sand.
Right, one gravel stone. It's like going over there and just picking up one of those little gravel stones right there. On a beach though, you know? What is that? Go ahead.
So are 1,000 years,
And that's one day to the Most High. Remember that. Go ahead.
to the days of eternity.
Look at that. And then we're going to have all the days of eternity, man.
We'll live
We're going to
forever.
have eternal life. Come on, man. It don't get no better than that.
Never gotta
So how the
die.
hell we going to choose this place over what the Lord promised us, man? You got to be out your motherfucking mind.
Why do we want to stay here in bondage, being oppressed, but we gotta work every fucking day for this
Yeah.
fucking devil that don't appreciate us, man?
Scripture say, pleasures of sin for a season.
Right.
We ain't gonna get it. We ain't gonna get what the Lord gonna give us for a season, man.
Get that forever.
And we ain't gonna get it in wickedness, man. We gonna get it in righteousness.
That's gonna be our reward.
Motherfuckers that get it in wickedness, they constantly gotta look over their shoulder. They gotta please Esau.
They can lose those things.
They can lose those things.
That's why Yahweh Shai said, set your churches not on earth but in heaven.
A woman could come, take half of it,
And take all of it.
take all of it.
Give it your fucking dog.
It ain't gonna be like that for us, man. But the Lord gonna give us. No man gonna be able to take from us, man. You know?
The scriptures, the elect shall enjoy the works of their hands. I got a precept.
Can you better get that edges real quick, bro? Yeah, get that edges. Start at the top, bro. Just, I want that point of the city, though, man.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7. It might be a little bit.
Like 3, 2. Nah, bro. Start at the top, bro. What you doing?
It's 7 and 1. It says, and when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me.
Which I believe is Uriel, which is a war of Allah, I believe. A war. It's light of the Most High. Go ahead.
It says, was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the night before. And he said unto me of Esdras and hear the words that I come to tell thee. And I said, speak on. My power then said he unto me, the sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But the case, the entrance were narrow like a river. Who then could go in the sea and look upon it and to rule it if they went out?
Right? Because all rivers lead to oceans, right? So we have to get to that. You have to go through that narrow river to get to the broad ocean. Go ahead.
It said if he went not through the narrow, how could he come into the broad?
Right?
There is also another thing. A city built it and set in front of broad field.
The kingdom of heaven. And why is it called the kingdom of heaven, brothers? Huh? Heaven represents supreme bliss for us. So it's going to be a kingdom of supreme bliss for the Israelites. Like this is the kingdom of hell for the Israelites. But it's supreme bliss for Esau. Right?
Yeah.
So it's going to be the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
They're going to be terrible Lazarus, right?
There you go.
The kingdom of heaven is going to be the so-called white man's cup.
That's it.
Yeah.
Luke 16.
16. It says, verse 6, there is also another thing. A city is built it and set upon a broad field, and it's full of all good things.
And it's full of all good things, man. You ain't gonna have to worry about nobody knocking your wife down. You ain't gonna have to worry about your woman getting out of order. I mean, your women out of order.
Women.
Wives.
Your wives,
You
women.
saw that video earlier?
Oh, that nigga woman?
No, the one like all the posts.
Oh, whoa. We're talking about that judgment?
Yeah.
Where the two came in there and stabbed her? Oh, my goodness, bro. I was at Target and I was like,
Stab the guy in. We're not gonna have shit like that happen to us.
As Skip said, all our people gonna be righteous, man. Imagine that, man.
You could be gone for like 100 years, not worry about your wife cheat on you. Because that first day you pop her, she gonna be good.
Yeah.
She gonna be good.
Satisfied.
For like, you know.
A lot of correction.
You ain't got to worry about your kids, you know, with the animals out here.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you could literally leave your kid on another planet and be good. Be all by himself. Next thing you know, he's a lead with a bunch of lines, private lines behind him. Take care of him and all that, man.
That's what the Lord gonna bless people with, man. Hey, we know it's gonna happen because the bad can't happen, right? If the bad came to pass, all the fucking bad, man. All the curses, man.
We experienced Deuteronomy 16, Deuteronomy 28, the 16th verse, all the way to the 68. We need to experience Deuteronomy 1, Deuteronomy 28, verse 1, all the way down to 14. You know, which are the blessings. Man, I can't wait to experience that, man. All we've been going through.
Yeah, we can do a lot, man. But hey, this is the last captivity right here, baby. This is it, man. That's why, hey, rejoice, brothers, man. Rejoice, man. Like, what's that movie? You know, the Glass, Mr. Glass, whatever it's called, Glass.
Okay.
But what's the one with the dude that has all the demons on him? What's that one called?
Split.
Split. But remember, he was like, rejoice, rejoice. You gotta rejoice, man. All right. Go ahead, brothers.
It's October 13 and 15.
Oh, beautiful, bro.
Let my soul bless the Most High, the great King. For Jerusalem shall be built up with sapphires and emeralds.
Yeah, our kingdom ain't gonna be like this, man.
Yeah, feet hurting and shit,
know?
stand up on you. You know,
Knees all bad and shit.
gotta go back and forth,
You know?
And precious stone, thy walls and towers and battlements with pure gold. And the streets of Jerusalem shall be paved with beryl, carbuncle, and stones of purple.
Yeah.
And all her streets shall say, Hallelujah. And they shall praise him, saying, Blessed be the Most High, which hath extolled it forever.
Yo, Jerusalem's gonna be so shiny, so bad. You could be in your planet and you can see the light auras come from all the way from Jerusalem to where you're at in your planet. You
It's
know?
gonna be amazing, man. It's gonna be a sight to see, man. 'Cause we've been brought low, man. But
Very
still
low.
say the Lord, he know how to warn and he know how to heal, man. He gonna heal us, man. And it's starting now with his word, man.
You know what I'm saying? You know how to make poor and you know how to make rich.
Oh, it's scripture say, nothing for the Lord to make a poor man rich. Like if you watch that movie Aladdin, the new one, with Will Smith, you know, how the genie made him a prince, you know, real quick, man. That's how we gonna be, man. You know?
And he told him you can't even make you a prince. You have to, you're already a prince, you just gotta be it.
Has to be in there.
Hebrews 13 and 14. Through here we have no continuing city.
Right, America ain't gonna last forever, man.
This ain't all right.
It already had its heyday.
We ain't have shit like that happen. No fucking loud ass fucking car. You don't have chairs.
Hey, we ain't gonna have to speak this fucking ass language, man.
Oh yeah. We these big ass bodies.
Ain't gonna be no more division between the tribes, man. You can't even get no Northern Kingdom box in this place, man. Like you had one? Oh, good. Hey, the nigga won't go get hair back, you know?
Yeah.
She ain't gonna be all loud and weird, man.
It's gonna be fucking beautiful. This is
gorgeous.
you like women that this is you like women that are lack in common, but you know.
Now they all the tribes, all the women are beautiful. They bad as hell. The best woman on the earth, man.
I'm showing cousin.
I'm ready to see what that Simeon and that Ephraim like, man. Yeah, I'm talking about. Go ahead.
But we seek one to come.
Oh, yeah, this ain't our single thing, man. Oh, we want to go. When you go to that word seek, it means to crave.
Crave
It's
it.
what we crave, man.
You crave your in and out, your favorite foods and all that, your favorite junk foods, you
Yeah.
crave the kingdom.
We crave it, man.
Crave it.
We're ready to get the hell out of here, man.
Like Esau, the book of the Leaf, how they crave their bringing new order and shit. We crave the kingdom.
Right,
All right.
That's why it says, seek ye the kingdom.
First, and all things shall be added unto you.
You don't really think
You can get your heart's desires. You can get whatever you want.
And righteousness.
That's right.
Just imagine having multiple women, all kind of seeds, man. And you're gonna have a new body, just the new bodies alone.
No, I think about ordering the angels to fuck up the heathens. That's what I like to do.
Shit, I mean, that's what's up. You know, what about ordering animals to fuck up some people?
Oh yeah, that's better.
But just having new bodies, man, just being reprogrammed, righteous. Can we get
No more wicked thoughts.
can we get the Ezekiel 36 and like what, 26? You know,
just have those new bodies like you was talking about,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause right now we're in this change of darkness. Got brothers that are sick, brothers got all these ailments and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
You know, it's just having that new body to just like just looking out all the time.
Yeah, man.
That's getting them right there.
You constantly at war with yourself, you know.
Every day.
The book of John 24, huh?
Ezekiel 36 and 24.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, "For I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land."
Right, our own land, man. JT, the motherland is Africa, man. Come on, man. That ain't us, man. The best land on the earth is the land of Israel, man. Go ahead.
Verse 25. "Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean. From all your filthiness and from all your idols will I cleanse you."
And we're being cleansed through the word, man. You know, what's that,
Ephesians 5:26.
my son, Psalm 119 and 9, what's that?
What's your young man?
Bring this way. I take heed to that word. Go ahead.
It says, "Water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all filthiness and from all your idols, and I will cleanse you. A new heart also will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you."
Right, new heart, man. You know, and a new spirit the Lord will give us, man. Go ahead.
"And I will take away the stony heart of your flesh."
Right. You know, we ain't gonna have to, the flesh and the spirit ain't gonna be fighting no more, man. We're gonna be reprogrammed. Because right now, we gotta go off. You know, the scripture saying the creature was subject to vanity. But in the kingdom, it's just gonna be our righteous reflexes is gonna be righteous, man. I mean, our reflex, our every move is gonna be righteous. No more wicked thoughts. You know, no evil thoughts towards the brothers, nothing like that, man. The Women ain't gonna have evil thoughts towards you. None of that, man. Satan ain't gonna be able to fuck with you no more, man. You know? Go ahead.
This is out of your flesh, and I will give you a heart, of flesh.
Yeah, heart of flesh, man. That pure righteousness, man. Go ahead.
27. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and you shall keep my judgments and do them.
Look at that, man. So that means the Lord's gonna be pleased with us forevermore, man. You know, no need for wrath anymore, man. We ain't gonna go off. We ain't gonna sin. You know, Revelation, what's that? 21. You know, it's gonna be a thing in the past. No more sorrow, no more death, no more crying, man. You know, it's gonna be all love, man. Get Isaiah 14. Where scriptures speak of the Lord giving us rest. That's what we want, man. You know?
Isaiah 14 and verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet use Israel.
Right? That's what the Lord gonna have mercy upon. These people, man. We're starting with the elect of these people, man. You know? The only ones that want to get right with the Lord, the only ones that fear the Lord, man. And the rest of our people that die on this side, they're gonna come back, they're gonna be good, they're gonna be perfect, they're gonna be happy, man. You know? That's why forget about Jake now, man. You see him on the other side. All the best friends you left behind, your siblings you left behind, you know, you get them back. Hey, did not Yahweh say that? Can you hold that, bro? Matthew 19:27. What should we get? For we forsaken everything. What should we get? You know? Go ahead, bro.
And it says, will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land.
Right?
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Right, we ain't supposed to go to the land now, man. Now you got some things. They think they supposed to go, oh, we Israelites, let's go to our land. No, the devil's over there, man. Wait till the Lord takes us, man. Go ahead.
But that strangers also dealing with the Israelite foreigners.
Right.
Going to the word, it means attack.
Right.
Shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
Right.
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
Well, who's captives are we, man? We're captives to the nation of Edom. You know? So the Lord said we're gonna take them captives, man. That's how you make things right, man. They gotta experience what we did for them. You know, that's how you what they say, too negative make it positive.
You know, laws that do say eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah, man. Burning for burning, you know? Go ahead.
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
Right, we're gonna rule over these fucking devils, man. You know, Scripture say right now, servants have ruled over us. Okay, but the Lord gonna give us the rule over them. And that's gonna be fun, oh man.
Servants upon horses.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun. Go ahead, bro.
So Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High.
Right, this is the wrath of the Lord, man. Being subject to payments, women talking shit. You gotta go to work, man. You know? Edomites think they over you and shit. This is punishment, man. Go ahead. But the Lord said, suffer patiently, man. That's the mindset that we're in, man. We understand what's going on.
And it also says, he that leaves into captivity,
They'll go into captivity.
he that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the
Faith, the patience of the saints.
patience of the sins.
Go ahead.
My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High, for thy enemy that persecuted you.
Right?
But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck.
Woo! Just like you mentioned Joshua 10. You know, with the motherfucking heathen, the 5 kings, Sodom and the cities around, the kings, they went to that cave. Joshua got their ass out of that cave, and he said, put your foot on their necks, man.
Yeah.
You know? The Lord, we're gonna check these goddamn devils and these other heathens, man. We're gonna get ours, man. But we gotta wait on the Lord, man. Go ahead. Was that it?
No, the Lord said it's a righteous thing to repent of tribulation.
And then that trouble.
It's a righteous thing to tread upon their necks, man. So you get that revenge. My delicate ones have gone rough ways.
And Esau don't want that, man. He's scared of this. You know? I'll be scared too, man. Go ahead.
My delicate ones have gone rough ways and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort for my children and cry unto the Most High.
While we're crying to the Lord. That's out here on the highways and byways. The form of us crying to Yahweh Shemot Shah. Okay? Go ahead.
For ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you.
Hey, that lines up with John 14, where the Lord said, you know, if he wants to go prepare a place, he gonna come and get us, man. They ain't forgot about us, man. You know what he said, when I come, shall I find faith on the earth? You know? So we have to keep that faith, man. What got it out?
For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more.
Right, now we giving that diligence, man. You know, now we trying to offend less. You know, so we can stay in good graces with our power, man, so we can be saved, man. That's the end goal. Being saved, man. All right, what was that? Okay, now finish that, then we jump to that.
And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord.
Let's go back to Isaiah 14.
Isaiah 14 and verse 3. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
Look at that, man.
From thy fears and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
The Lord gonna give us rest, man. Read that again, bro.
Isaiah 13 and 3. And it came to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
We're gonna get rest, man. We're gonna have peace, man. You know? Go ahead.
Sorrow is pain, man.
Yeah.
That's all Israel knows. Just when you're digging the eye, you're like, damn.
You can see the pain in their eyes, man.
Man. And from thy fear and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve.
Yeah, man. The Lord gonna make it right. You know? He gonna make it right, man. Got it up?
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
It's right here in the, this is Matthew chapter 19, verse 27.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, Then answered Peter and said unto him, Behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee.
Hey, that's what the Lord requires. He requires you to forsake all. You know? The Lord comes first. All right? Go ahead.
It says, Forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore?
Right, and that's a natural question. Lord, we forsook all, you know? What are we going to get, you know? Go ahead.
And Yahushua said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right, being a joint heir with Yahushua, man.
Yeah.
Being a joint heir, man. Go ahead.
And it's talking about this reincarnation too.
Yep.
Yahushua is coming back. This reincarnation, this is the last one.
Yep.
And that shows the word in this thing, man. It goes to King David, to the 11 other apostles.
Right, disciples, yep.
It says, verse 29, And everyone that has forsaken houses,
Man, forsaken houses, man.
forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters,
Sisters,
or fathers,
father, man.
or mother,
Yep.
or wife, or children.
Yeah, you might lose your woman in this thing, man. I remember when I came into the truth, the woman that I was dealing with at the time, you know, it didn't work out, man. But guess what? The Lord blessed me with a better woman. A way better woman. You know? So you won't lose women in this thing. You're going to lose houses in this thing. You're going to lose jobs in this thing. You're going to make those sacrifices, man. Go ahead.
It says, or children, or
Yeah, you might not even be able to see your children now, man. You know? You might be so dedicated to the word that you don't, forget about it, man. Of course you love your children, but I'm pretty sure in some cases out there with brothers, You ain't able to see your children. You know, that woman is being a damn demon. All of that, man. Okay? It's not going going unseen, man. Go ahead.
For lands for my name's sake shall receive it hundredfold.
Right, the Lord gonna give us, He gonna return it back in 100-fold, man. 100-fold, man. Come on, man. Go ahead.
And shall inherit everlasting life.
Right on, what is it called? Years for eternity, man. You're gonna have everlasting life, man. Hey, get that. That's Psalm 126, bro. We got a whole chapter.
I got something to do.
You got it out?
So Matthew 16:24. Then Yahweh said to his disciples, if any man would come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
What does it mean to deny yourself? It means to lose sight of your own interests. Now we serving Yahweh by Shema outside, man. Now we know our purpose on the earth. You know?
Paul said it best, present your body as a
Living sacrifice, man. There you go, bro. Go ahead, out.
For whosoever will save his life shall lose it.
Right, we ain't trying to save our lives, man, like these dumbasses out here. You're gonna lose your life, man. Go ahead.
And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it.
There you go, man. And we gave up our lives for the Lord's sake, man. All right, because guess what? He gave up his life for us, man.
We're in debt.
So we're in debt, man. We owe the Lord our lives, man. That's the least we can do.
Yeah.
That's the least we can do, man.
It's a reasonable service.
Yeah, man.
If you think about it too, because even when Yahushua was a baby, like he was reading,
Yeah.
he was given gold.
Yeah.
His family had money. His father was a carpenter. And like the scripture says, foxes has holes, but the heavenly Father have not a place.
Son of Man.
Son of Man have not a place to lay his
Yeah.
head.
The scripture say he was made poor for our sakes, man.
Huh.
You know what scripture I call for?
Oh,
Oh yeah, Psalm 126.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 126.
I think it's Psalm 126, bro. Is it on point or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says, when the Lord turned again the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream.
Get somebody get me on the 30 and one about this up. Because go ahead,
It says, when the Lord turned again
30.
the captivity of Zion, we were like them that dream.
Right, when the Lord take us out of captivity, it's going to be like a you know, like we're living a fucking nightmare, man. Like waking up from a dream, you know, like, oh shit. You know, go ahead.
It says, then was our mouth filled with laughter, and our tongue was singing.
You're going to be laughing, man. And you know, Jake like to sing, boy. Let you be in a good mood. Start singing and shit. Yeah, especially if you can sing. You can sing. You're really gonna be singing, man. You know, so how much more will we in our supreme bliss? Go ahead, bro.
And our tongue was singing. Then said they among the heathen, the Lord hath done great things for them.
Right, they're gonna witness all the beautiful things the Lord gonna do for us, man.
Yeah, just like they knew about the deliverance in Exodus.
Yeah.
They're gonna know about our deliverance now.
Yeah,
It's
they're
gonna
gonna
be
see it.
Yeah.
The scripture say our gates are gonna be continually open, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna be constantly bringing us all type of things, man.
The best of the best. Yeah.
The best of the best.
It didn't say the face of the Most High
Sing it, man. Go ahead.
Deuteronomy 30.
No. Psalm 126.
This is the third verse. The Lord hath done great things for us, whereof we are glad.
All right, the Lord gonna do great things for us, man. Each day is gonna be something new. You know, the scripture said the Lord stretching out the heavens as a curtain. Infinite, man. So we ain't gonna never have a boring moment. You know? Everything's gonna be perfect, man. Go ahead.
It says, turn again our captivity, O Lord, as the streams in the south.
Uh-huh.
They that sow in tears shall reap in joy.
Right, they that sow in tears, man. That sorrow, that pain that we experience now. We gonna read again,
Oh, it says, they that sow in tears shall reap in joy.
We're going to reap in joy, man. The Lord going to give us that joy, man. Read John 16, man. If y'all, if y'all bros remember, man. Read that comforting chapter, man. That's a comforting chapter. The Lord said we're going to, can we grab it real quick? Because the Lord said when a woman is receiving those birth pains, about to give birth, she has all that pain. But when that son is born, she forget about all that pain she had done with joy, man. For a son, being born, man. That's gonna be us, man. Somebody get Sirach 11, where it says, in affliction, there's no prosperity. And prosperity, forgiveness of affliction, man. Love a good time. Finish that chapter up.
126 and 6. It says, he that goeth forth and weepeth, bearing precious seed, shall doubtless come again with rejoicing, bringing the sheaf with him. I got that in John 16 and
Start 20 again, like we have.
all right, yeah, verse 20. It says, John 16 and 20. It says, verily, verily, I say unto you, ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice. And ye shall be sorrowful, for your sorrow shall be turned into joy.
Right, man. Go ahead.
A woman, when she is in travail, has sorrow because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembereth no more the anguish. For joy that a man is born into the world.
So that's how it's going to be for us, man. When the Lord delivers us out of space for us to build our legacy, we're going to forget about the afflictions, man. We ain't going to forget about it, but we're going to be so caught up in the joy, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing of the past, like the saying. Something very light.
Yeah, keep going, right?
It says, for joy that a man is born into the world, and ye now therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again.
Look at that, man. We're going to see the Lord again, man. Go ahead.
It says, but I will see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man take it from you.
Woo! No man going to be able to take that joy from us, man. Then we're going to have that rest and that peace, and we're going to be able to live it up, man. Limitlessly live it up. I don't know if y'all got that.
I got Sirach 11 and 25. The day, Sirach chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity.
Read 21 Bible stuff, right? Then chapter 25.
Sirach 11 and 21. It says, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord, and abide in our labor, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich.
Look at that, man. On a sudden, the Lord going to take us from poor to rich, man. It ain't got nothing to do with no Federal Reserve notes either, man. We're going to have true riches, man. True power. Go ahead. Jump down to the point.
Verse 25, it says, in the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Look at that.
Don't tell you. I don't know.
Read again, I'm sorry.
In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
Right, in the day of our prosperity, when the Lord returns, we're going to forget about all this affliction and protection now, man. Go ahead.
And in the day of affliction, there's no remembrance of prosperity.
So when the Lord brings judgment upon this society, all these people that have been prospering, hey, you ain't going to be able to remember that. You're going to be focused on that affliction. You're going to be feeling that pain, that judgment from your Yahweh Shema Shah, man. And it's coming. People ain't got belief, man.
Verse 26, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deed shall be discovered.
Hey, in the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, man. This is a land of pleasure. Do it thou wilt. But when that hour that the Lord bring that judgment, you people, you're gonna be through, man. You're gonna be fucking through. I don't know if y'all bros have something. What you got? You got it, oh yeah, Deuteronomy 30, Buffy shot. 30 on 1. You got it.
Revelation 21:3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacles of Yahweh is with men. And
Okay, this is John the Revelator, okay, seeing the Lord and the elect come down from heaven in them ships. Go ahead.
And they shall be his
We're
people.
gonna have new bodies.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord, hey, the crowning, you know, most likely Lord's will, the crowning is gonna happen when we get delivered. Lord's will, bro.
That's
heaven, you know?
that's gonna be graduation.
Yeah, graduation day, you know what I mean? Go ahead.
And Yahweh himself shall be with them and be their God. Verse 4.
They're like if some brothers they didn't graduate high school. And shit.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah, like your family members, your parents may want you to, oh, you didn't graduate. Well, I am going to graduate. You're going to see it. Go with it. You know? If we get beamed up.
Forever have that crown on your head. Hey, only 144,000 gonna have that crown, man. Alright?
People think the highest form of graduation is college. No, the highest form of graduation
Getting all these degrees and shit.
It's coming out that shit ain't doing nothing for nobody now.
All right. It's a
What the
scam.
fuck is a master's degree going to do for you now, man?
Yeah, shit.
They say it's better to have a trade. It's better
You
to,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, to have a trade than to have any other skills. You know, you can't really being an engineer. You're an engineer, and you're only engineering, you know, buildings and stuff like that. You know, everybody's doing any much. That
Robots is taking over, man.
That's what's from the scripture. The knowledge of this world, it's foolish. It's foolish unto the Most High. All right.
Revelation 24. Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes.
Look at that, man. The Lord gonna wipe away all the tears, man. Hey, man. You know, sometimes you gotta laugh to keep, you know, to keep yourself from crying out this motherfucker, man. Sometimes you cry though, man. Sometimes you literally drop tears, man. You know, I've been there a few times, man. You know, crying to Yahweh Shai, man. You know. Go ahead.
And
Hey,
they,
but the Lord gonna wipe away all our tears, man. You ain't gonna never see a chick cry in the kingdom, man. You know? Hey, tears of joy. Tears of joy, man.
When you have a shy,
What?
shows us that body. All
Yeah. Aside from that, you know? We don't have a reason to cry.
Yeah, you made me so fucking happy to carry you on a fucking tear like that.
Watching America be destroyed, man, you like drop a tear, man. You know? Tears of joy, though, man.
it says, and there shall be no more death.
Ain't gonna be no more death, man.
Why
No
is
more
that?
funerals, man.
Perfect.
We're gonna be perfect. We're gonna be sinless. You know? There ain't gonna be no more death. You ain't gonna have to lose a loved one. You ain't gonna have to worry about your mama dying. Your partner dying. Like Jake been experiencing in this place, man. Go ahead.
Neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain.
Neither sorrow, man. You ain't gonna be depressed
Yeah.
like you are in this place, man. This place is fucking depressing, man.
You know, one of the reasons that people are depressed, besides their affliction, is the food you eat
Yep.
can make you depressed. In the kingdom of heaven, we're gonna eat real food.
And the circumstance. Sorry, bro.
You can actually taste the nutrients, full nutrients of whatever you're eating those days.
You ain't gonna be all tired.
That's why we go back to that land Sabbath.
Yep.
Where you gotta let the land rest.
Yep.
And so the seed will grow up right.
Yeah.
The nutrients.
Yeah,
Because actual foods that are being planted will actually get the nutrients throughout its residue.
It's gonna go back to its right size.
Right.
Like I'm sorry, bro. Hey, 2 men carrying a cluster of grapes. Imagine that, man. What a watermelon look like then? You know what I mean?
That's another reason why you have it's another reason why you have a lot of cancer. You have a lot of diseases because the like I said, like what the Lord curse came with, how the earth is not going to give us full strength. It's not giving us full strength and full nutrients as it really should, and plus Esau's not doing. He's not
Curse Adam.
no curse Cain.
Cain?
Yeah.
Curse them with the wilderness.
With the earth's not gonna give us full strength.
Right.
So this is why seeing a lot of people eating cancer because the way that they're getting cancer, getting all these diseases, is because of what they're eating. It's not. The earth is not. The earth is not giving its full strength. It's not getting its true nutrients. Plus, it's eating. Plus, a lot of our people are eating GMO anyway. You know.
Everything ain't gonna have sugar in it, man.
Yeah, sugar is very, very bad for you.
You know.
Really. Everything, like mostly everything you eat.
It's metal and everything.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a fucking nightmare, man.
Hey, like the scripture says though, we shall drink poison unless the water bottles that we drink. Once the sun hits the rain, sun hits the water, it's blue. You know, it's blue.
Verse 5, and it says, well, 4, it says, for the former things are passed away.
Look at that, man. All the things that we experienced growing up, man, it's gonna be a thing of past, man. Go ahead.
And it says, verse 5, and he that sat upon the throne,
And that was it, huh?
shall make all things new.
Look at that. Everything's gonna be renewed for us, man. Refreshed, man. You know, we ain't gonna get the earth as it is now. The Lord gonna renew it. And who knows what that looks like, man? Got it out.
So 1 Corinthians 15:50. Now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Neither does corruption inherit incorruption.
Right, our bodies ain't gonna be able to go into them ships. Okay? Go ahead. Because these bodies are off.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
Look at that. We're gonna be changed, man. We're gonna be changed, man. Go ahead.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye.
In a twinkling of an eye, man. Look at that, man. You know, I was just listening to a brother testimony of a dream he had, brother in Hawaii. You know, about the apostle being beamed up, brothers being beamed up. In a twinkling of an eye, we're gonna be changed, man.
That's like blinking your eyes.
Yeah. When I'm telling my feet that, I told him, big guy. I thought fast he gonna change. He's gonna be changed, man.
And you're gonna have to be the change because you're gonna be outside of the firmament. And the chariots go at millions speeds. Nobody will pass out without just trying to go by. We have to change these bodies.
You gotta be, it's gonna say, we're gonna change our vile body back into his glorious body, man. You know, go ahead.
In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump.
Yeah, the last trump. Remember we read that in Job 5? You know? At the last trump is them nukes. Go ahead.
For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
Those are the Israelites that were in this truth, that passed on, that died. You know, they're going to be raised, and then they're going to be delivered, and their bodies are going to be changed.
Daddy, how it starts to raise, rise first.
That's right.
Yeah. An example of that is King Rashad. You know, the apostles.
Yeah,
They're going to be raised.
Yeah.
And they're going to, be raised and be delivered, and their bodies are going to be changed.
even brothers like, you know, I'm a Wamba, I'm a lot, you know, ones that we knew personally that passed away, you know. But they're with the Lord. They're up there bugging the Lord, you know, like, come on, Lord, you know, come on, man. How long, man? Okay, go ahead.
For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality.
Right, you gotta get up.
For this corruptible
Go ahead.
must put on incorruption.
Right, we gotta be changed into the incorruptible bodies, man. The perfect bodies. You know? The Superman bodies. Go ahead.
And this mortal must put on immortality.
Right, we're gonna put on immortality. And the immortality is starting with our minds now, man, with this word, man. You know?
And we have a God mind already. You know, what you just did good, now we need a God mind to match it.
So immortal means no death, or not no more death. You know, we ain't gonna die, man. How we gonna die? You know?
And down below it says you will not taste the sting of death.
Yep. I wish I got the victory over death. he was raised, you know? Go ahead.
So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory.
Look at that, man. See, but the heathen, they gonna still die.
Yeah.
You know, they still gonna be plagued by the weak flesh, you know? But we're gonna be gods. We're gonna be gods, you know, on the earth, man. Like we were in the beginning, man. And that's still that, right, bro?
O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law.
Well, I'm saying that we're not going to sin no more. We're going to live forever. All right, immortal. So we're not keeping forever and ever.
You know how they got that Christian song, oh, happy day. That's gonna be a happy day, man. You know? Alright? You got some on?
We're going to go this way. Oh, 2 Corinthians 5:1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of Yahweh in house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. Wait, let me get that real quick. I gotta get the new OT for this. So it says 2 Corinthians 5:1. For we know that if our earthly house, which is this body, of this tabernacle were dissolved, ye have a building of Yahweh, and house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens. You got it, huh?
Yeah. NLT version says, but we know that when this earthly tent we live in is taken down, that is, when we die and leave this earthly body, we will have a house in heaven, an eternal body made for us by the Heavenly Father himself, and not by human hands. You know, see, but they kind of got it messed up. You know, they don't have to talking about, hey, these bodies, like the apostle always bring out, a body, a bowl, your spirit, you know, you house your spirit. You know?
So we gotta have a custom-made body. That's pretty much it.
So we already have a body up there.
Waiting on us.
Yeah.
Verse 2, for in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed with our own house.
Where we don't want to be in this flesh. But Paul said, he said to die is gain, but it's more needful for him to be, you know, on the earth. That's the word, man. That's heavy. That's a heavy thing to say. To die is gain. What? What? But remember, he actually puts his spirit on.
Saw it. Saw paradise.
You know?
Couldn't explain what he saw. You know, could have uttered it. It's just so,
Unlawful to.
you know, to even say.
We didn't even know how to put it in words, man.
Hey, he had one Jake. He literally died and went to heaven. And he said, this thing I just can't tell you. You know what I saw.
I think I've seen that one, bro. He said he's at the throne.
Yup. This is Jake. And he just said he can't utter it. He can't say it. You know? Like he said the things that he saw, he just felt like he couldn't come back and just tell you.
It says, upon our house which is in heaven, if so be that being clothed we shall be found naked. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, for not that we would be unclothed. So we don't want to just die, you know. But clothed upon that immortality. But clothed upon that immortality might be swallowed up of life. So it says, now that he have wrought us for the self same thing is Yahweh, who also had given us unto us the earnest of the Spirit. So pretty much we're waiting for those immortal bodies.
Did we get a
The
Philippians
Spirit
3?
is groaning for.
Philippians 3 and 20. I'll look up right back in
Couldn't utter the words being saw. This is 2 Corinthians 12:4. Well, I'll start at 3. And I knew such a man, whether in the body or
He
out
served
of
the
the
top
body.
Bible shop.
2 Corinthians 12:1. It is not expedient for me to doubtless glory. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord.
This is Paul, man. Okay, go ahead.
I knew a man in Yahushua about 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell.
Y'all bros know what he's talking about? He knew a man 14 years ago?
Paul,
Huh?
Talking about Yahushua, right?
Nope. What he said, bro?
can you repeat that again? Trying to find.
I knew a man in Yahushua about 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. The Most High knoweth.
He's talking about himself. Okay, because 14 years prior to that, he was stoned. Stoned to death. You know, but the Lord put his spirit back in his body.
Paul was?
Yeah, Paul. You read the book of Acts, you know, around the 13, 14 chapter, he got stoned to death, you know? And he's explaining what he experienced. Go ahead, bro.
I knew a man in Yahushua about 14 years ago, whether in the body I cannot tell, or whether out of the body I cannot tell. The Most High knoweth. Such is one caught up to the third heaven.
The third heaven, the spirit world. You know? Go ahead.
And I knew such a man, whether in the body or out of the body, I cannot tell. The Most High knoweth how he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words.
Look at that. Caught up into paradise. Look at when your house out on the cross. And the one to the right of him said, remember me? He said, today you'll be with me in paradise. Shop. Go ahead up.
How that he was caught up into paradise and heard unspeakable words, which it is not lawful for a man to utter.
Unspeakable words, man. He didn't know how to put it, you know, how do you word that? What he witnessed, you know? But that's, you know, that's what he experienced. You know, and that's powerful, man. You know?
That links up with what the guy was talking about in his
Yep.
vision. He couldn't put into words what he was seeing by the
Yep.
Spirit.
Start, private paradise. Luke 23, 43. Maybe start at 40. Luke 23. You know what? Start at 38.
Luke 23:38, and a superscription also was written over him in letters of Greek and Latin and Hebrew. This is the King of the Jews.
You guys know why it was written in Greek, Latin, and Hebrew?
To translate, right?
Huh?
It was to translate in that time to
Right, for who? For our people, man. Because they were
Hellenized.
yeah, they you know, they lived in these different regions, you know, they spoke Latin and Greek, you know. Go ahead.
This the King of the Jews.
Showing you that them Israelite foreigners, you know, them Gentiles that the scriptures speaking of in the New Testament are Israelites, man. You know, like Cornelius, you know. Go ahead.
And one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, if thou be a Mashiach, save thyself
Right.
and us.
One of the wicked men that were to the you know, to the left of him, you know, a wicked ass Jake said, if thou be a Mashiach, save thyself, man. Go ahead.
Verse 40. But another answered, rebuked him,
So he
saying,
rebuked him, man. He rebuked him, man.
that's funny.
Hell yeah. Go ahead.
Does not thou fear Yahweh?
Look at that.
Fear, thou art in the same condemnation.
Like you fool, man. Go ahead.
And we indeed justly,
Right. They're up there, you know, for you know, going off.
they actually did a crime.
Right. Go ahead.
For we received the due reward for our deeds. But this man had done nothing amiss.
Right, man.
Nothing wrong.
See, he believed, man. He said, first thing he said, does not thou fear the Most High, man? Go ahead.
Verse 42, and he
Showing
said,
you that if you have the elect, you have the elect, man. If you chosen, you chosen, man. Go ahead.
because the Lord could have put the Spirit on both of them and say,
To be scoffing, yeah.
on one to be, two of them to be. And he said unto Yahushua, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom.
So basically, have mercy. You know, basically. Go ahead.
43, and Yahushua said unto him, Verily, I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise.
Look at that, man. Spirit realm.
And also that shows that a lot of the elect will come in at the last minute. Very last minute.
You're up the elect, you're up the elect, man. That mercy is going to be shown unto you, man, regardless. You know, so I don't know if y'all both have these last scriptures. Come on, bro. You got it out.
You're willing, brothers, edified. You're willing, we out here next week. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakadash, Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders in this room. And peace and blessings goes to the hopeful elect. Brothers out in the highways.
So long.